our friends getting like executed in Port Zune?
No, but my hubby's over there. He's like,
Sure.
I think that's Nicodranus, isn't it?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Nicodranus. That's what I meant. And so
yeah, Alvin and the gentleman
yeah.
are like taking care of it. Like they're fine.
well, hopefully
Taking care of it?
they might not be.
That's a giant brick thrown into a very shallow pool of water.
we need to get over there so that we can make sure that it gets taken care of and our people don't die.
I mean, fair.
So, I mean,
the fight's gonna take like 12 seconds. So.
Which might be 3 hours.
It might end up being like 26 seconds.
Famous last.
You're right. Okay, it might be
You
24
know.
seconds. You're right. Depends on how big this thing is. Do we see
Or
it?
we could die.
Do we know how big it
You
is?
could get eaten. You could get. It's like the Loch Ness monster.
I think
We
I
could
wrote down.
die. You could
Think
get
about
eaten. You could get put in an extra dimensional box. I'm,
Also-
familiar with that being tried on you.
I don't think that I got my familiar back, did I?
Not yet, no.
No.
No, you did, because we just assumed it was part of the long rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we had a
did
long
long
rest.
As
That is
far
helpful,
as
thank
I'm
you.
concerned, whenever you guys just click off the value of the, I'm going to assume that if you ever lose your familiar, that whenever a long rest is taken on that same kind of cycle, then
We bring it back.
you bring it back. So
I mean, that's a safe assumption.
especially with you and Arena, so it totally makes sense. Totally get it.
Thank you.
And we have like 25. See, did I put it in the component pouch? No.
I do
Things
assume,
got-
Vince. I do assume.
Things got weird when I think there was a update or something to D&D Beyond, because I don't see the components anymore. And I had it written
Yeah,
down.
they changed how you hold all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can
Okay.
hold
I didn't
everything
know.
in a bag, I believe.
You have like a backpack now.
Yeah, but you can still toggle it to your choice.
It doesn't play nicely with my iPad.
Well, your video certainly, and your audio stream connection certainly like StreamYard better for both of you. I mean, Samara, you barely ever lag or pixelate anymore. It's awesome.
It's exciting.
You have Faye Run on our screen.
Oh shit, I do.
On the starting screen, yeah.
That's pretty funny. I even have it highlighted to change it. That's hysterical. Good thing I don't care much about edits. There you go.
There we go.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
Yeah, it does. A lot.
A lot.
And it's going to happen a lot more in about 10 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lots of black tar shit too for the first couple days. That's always fun.
Yum.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Well, Well, that kid's going to be fine. I mean, there's a veritable freaking smorgasbord waiting for him. So it's like a giant cantina kitchen that moves on bipedal legs.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about my breasts, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
that's what I thought.
I am. That kid is not going to starve. He is not going to starve.
No. They are the biggest that I have ever had. And they spend most of their time squished in a sports bra. So, oh my goodness. And I shudder at the thought of them getting bigger because I know they will. I know you don't.
It's funny. I was
But I-
looking through. What level are you guys now?
14.
When was the last time we leveled up?
A really long time ago.
Yeah, it was so long ago. Like I think
See,
it
you
was
guys
last-
don't even try to lie anymore. That's the horrible part about it.
Actually, I don't remember when
we
Was it-
leveled up after the Ivory Pillars, Astral Door. Okay.
We leveled up on
after
629.
After we brought back
the
Oswald.
elephant folk.
After Oswald died.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Oh,
you.
okay.
No,
We
it's
just choose to ignore
9:14.
you.
Oh, okay, that's fine too.
Wait, was it after the temple and the restoring?
Yeah, I think it was right after
Yeah, it
Ivory
was-
Heart.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
right
no,
after
that
Ivory
was.
Heart.
Oh wait, this is the wrong book.
It's
Never
when you
mind.
brought the
Okay.
Ivory Heart City back
Yeah.
into existence and
Yeah.
gave the Luxodons a place to call home
The
again.
battle with the werewolf, and he
Yeah.
killed Oswald, and then Oswald came back,
Yes.
and then
And Tobias stole the statue and ran away.
Tobias stole the statue, and then we all got boons from the statue.
Yeah, everybody except me. I got a crappy ship that doesn't work.
We just have to go back to the flying
Untraceable.
heart, or it's untraceable by the Good Yankee. We just have to go back.
Shut up.
That was pretty funny. I mean, oh, did he just close his camera?
I think he did.
Oh.
Or it's his hand is on it. I don't know.
Poor Tobias.
No, we just have to go back because they're supposed to be making it fly.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. The Luxodon engineers are dealing with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we just gotta go back. So that's the last time we leveled up.
That's what I thought. I had in my notes, but I was like, so I was doing some milestone reviews, and I was like looking at things, trying to get a feel for timing, but I have no idea when this campaign's going to end because I'm looking at certain milestones,
with
and I'm like, huh, yeah, it may be a while.
I'm okay with that because our our Monday campaign is likely going to be ending next month.
Yep.
Early September when we did the Luxodons.
Okay.
It's
All right.
9/14.
Yeah, that's what I
when we
thought.
leveled
My
up.
notes are good. Sometimes one note likes to persecute me and make me miserable. So, no word from Asborn. So I'm assuming he is living the life of a busy college student.
He did.
Probably.
He did his normal thing of fall asleep in the middle of the day without plugging in your phone, so it's dead.
Yes. That sounds like a teenager response to life.
Yeah.
Most assuredly.
Shut up, old man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Well, hello everybody. Happy Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. Hello, camera. Are you registering my existence?
Mhm.
Cesare did a kick-ass job on the camera, man. He really. I've got the new softer lighting now, so it's not blinding me. And take a quick peek at one of my games earlier today. The tavern fight that we did earlier today.
Aren't those called brawls?
Well, it was more of a call out and more of a, hey, it's for one of my pay to play tables. It's Saloon's Gift, where they have to infiltrate Darktoe and figure out who this strange person is that might now be the Plank King, and they have to. It's a fun story.
I thought Tobias was the Plank King.
Well,
He
according
is
to
the
the number,
Plank King.
according to
I
the
mean,
number
better.
of titles that Tobias has, I mean that's a rabbit hole we should fill in. I think.
Yeah, I didn't take that because now I'm king of the Astral Sea Pirates. So
Right. That's right.
I don't. That's a chumps title.
Wow. Just wow.
And it's all about titles, rewards, and the acquisition of ships that don't fly.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
that are being worked on by elephants.
Hey, leave my elephants out of that.
Yeah, I can't wait till you go and check out the converted water closets.
I hope.
When you realize the water closets are built for the size of a Luxodon. You see Tobias
Just a
fall
big
in.
shitter. It's like a jacuzzi. I just put some hot rocks in it and be like chilling in it.
Oh, dear.
In the suit. No.
Yeah,
no, I
right.
refuse.
Mouse in the sewers. It's fine.
Absolutely refuse. Absolutely refuse to feed into that. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Denizens and Their Masters. Our schedule has been updated. It'll go through a couple more updates. Friday night in 2 weeks, we'll be concluding the Age of Arcanum campaign. We will probably replace it with a live in studio campaign sometime right around after the holiday, probably after New Year's, because I could use an extra day to kind of get some stuff done, mostly between the ranch and this. The other thing, too, is the one-shots are moving to once monthly, so I will be posting the new one-shot. Feel free to jump into our Discord, hit the accept, come play with us. It's a very meta game. The one coming up is a level 10 one-shot for the Monster Hunters Guild. Build your level 10. Play live with us on Twitch. It's very meta. We help each other out. We test encounters, test your player build. It's lots of fun. Also, we have games. We have a game Monday night called Faerun Reborn. We are finally in their final arc of the campaign. So maybe, depending on some choices they have to make, maybe done by the end of the year, or some really shitty rolling could be done next week. We also have tonight Denizens and Their Masters. Tuesday afternoon, we also have Titans Revival. Check us out in the library on that one. You can re-listen to that one. Wednesday night, The Descendants, our 1920s alt history campaign. Thursday, Friday, I just explained. Saturday, we don't have any game. Those are my pay-to-play table games. However, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, one of those tables will be going on to Twitch, The Grain Lands. And we'll have a Saturday show between 4 and 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hey, Chav, thanks for coming. How's the UK treating you? Also, Sunday, we have 2 games. We have the Debtor's Gambit from 1 to 4. We also have a live in-studio game that will be session 1 on Sunday from 5 to 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It is called The Absent Throne: Adventures in the World of Kalisha on the continent of Luna Verde. It is my first 5e world construction that I'm building every day online. I could not be on today, but I will be on tomorrow. We'll do another 2-3 hours of world building. We always have something going on. So if you can afford to subscribe, please do. Follow, spend some Prime money, because, Amazon Prime can cover the bills as much as anything else. Other than that, I think we're ready to talk about... no, it's the Dune board game and the Dune RPG. Both are pretty fucking cool. So let's go ahead and briefly recap where we last left off. One of our players is missing. Hopefully, if Asborn makes it on time, we will add him and we will be able to include him in. I mean, I always find it interesting. He goes missing on potential encounter evenings, which I find fascinating. Yeah, fascinating. Words.
Is Dyson going to be able to play Asborn?
Probably better than Asborn lately. I'll be honest with you. He'll probably just turn him into a heal bot or something like that. So, where we last left off, our team had managed to steal, abscond, save the Arcane Seal. Unfortunately, the rebound effect of attempting to shift out of that area caused them to bounce around a bit, and they ended up in the Vermalock Wood. Once in the Vermalock Wood, they made their way to a community called the Riverside Community, where they rescued a tiger, or decided that rescuing it was better than stealing a tiger that could speak common. The team then got with a caravan, the final season caravan, that was making its way back to Asarius. The team needs to get back to Asarius to let them know that they had recovered the Arcane Seal, and then determine what the Arcane Seal can be used for and how it works. Currently, Marakai Breck's husband, as well as the gentleman, are off investigating Nicodranus, where some of their friends who have been imprisoned during their time away in the astral sea, as well as trying to figure out their next steps. This 3, 4, 5 day journey along the very edges of the Seep marsh, river, and wetlands. However, it's a safer route than to cross through tribal territories within the greater areas of Zorhash, where a lot of independent clans and tribes still roam. The challenge with this route that they've taken, it's a little bit longer, but it's supposed to be at least a little bit safer. However, they ran into a green dragon on day 1, and I believe we're on day 3 of the journey. And Mara had decided to make her way over to the Seep wetlands and begin to go for a swim.
1,000 gold piece fine.
I was checking to make sure the livestock could drink the water. That's what I was doing.
Oh.
And here she seemed to have awakened or disturbed a massive underwater dwelling tentacle creature that began to burble and bubble to the surface as she manages to swim and dodge around the tentacles and make her way back to the shore of the Seep wetlands. She comes out of the water wet, although she's always kind of looking wet because she is a water genasi. Your friends come running across the open expanse away from the caravan as they watch this massive creature begin to emerge from the water. And I need everybody to roll for initiative. And when you roll for initiative, please put it in your name titles for me. And with that,
I didn't get a 1.
Yay!
I didn't roll like shit. Thank you, everybody.
Quick question about this creature. Is it a natural creature or is it like a magical creature?
What's your passive perception?
That's a very good question that I have an answer to. 16.
16. It is very much a natural creature because as you're running up and approaching it and Mara has come out of the water, there's nothing construct about it. There's nothing that gives you the vibe that it is from another plane of existence or anyway. It looks like a massive kind of underwater type of creature. It doesn't look familiar to you in any shape of the way, but there's no tones of Zarel's magic. Let's put it that way.
Cool.
Does it look like it'd be tasty?
Well, now you're just getting weird.
I'm
Is
only
it-
gonna
I'm a
run up
cat.
within range of my pistol, so.
It's not a Fey Fiend or undead. I get extra damage if it is.
Well, you'll have to find out when you start attacking it.
Alright.
And with that, let's get everybody organized in initiative. 25 through 20. It looks like Mara is up first. Can someone, Thyson, what'd you get for initiative? Can you put it in your name title for me?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yep. And can someone roll for Asborn, please, as well?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay.
That's
Because if
gonna be-
all Asborn does is stand around and heal, I'm kind of okay with that.
Ooh, gaming.
He throws himself into the maw of the beast, sacrificing himself so that others may live.
Sacrificing herself.
Herself.
Get it right.
Herself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're going to get the sense of death done correctly, let's get it done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
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 So
Is that like a mouth?
I think it's a mouth. It kind of looks like a
Gibbering maw.
what's that called? The Venus flytrap. What am I thinking of the Venus flytrap?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a cross between an octopus and a mushroom with a mouth.
continue to study it while it eats you. Please feel free.
Those are all its tentacles sticking up out of the water, yes?
Correct. And for what you could tell, there are currently 6 of them.
That's great.
So,
So it's not an octopus.
will be going.
Am I still in the water, or did I get out of the water?
Of the water, you are currently. Let me turn on the light.
I ain't gonna be right there, by the way.
You are currently right there, and I'll
I
say
wouldn't have run up
everybody
that
else.
far.
Yeah, everybody else is coming forward at this
I
point.
want to be max range for my weapons.
Yeah, I'm not running that far, man.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I kind of just make it as if you came running when you heard her kind of yell out when she came out of the water.
Okay.
You, Mara, are right here on the very edge of the water. So, looks like we have got our order here. Thyson, you are up. Asborn's on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna banish it.
This may be the shortest encounter ever. Yeah.
All this work he made on it.
I don't know if we can get away from it fast enough for
Yeah, we
a
could.
minute. Well, the whole caravan.
You know what? I hate you, son. I love you, but I hate you. Let's burn one of those LRs right off the bat then.
Okay. My homunculus is gonna banish.
Yep, let's burn that second legendary resistance right off the
Seriously?
bat.
It has legendary resistance. It's a okay.
It's a bog.
All right, I'm done then.
Okay, do you want to move it all?
Yeah, actually, I'll move back. I'll move back my max. That thing might move fast.
The tentacles might whip
Probably
out.
got tentacles, have range.
All right, that'll finish Tyson's turn. What do you want Asborn to do?
Oh yeah, I am Asborn.
Oh, yeah, I am.
I am Asborn.
This is Asborn. Kick it down a hole.
Gonna run at the creature. Past
Alright.
Mara. How far away at this point?
It's in the water still, right?
Yeah, it's still in the water. It's probably about 50 feet away in the water.
50 feet. Oh, wrong person.
With that, Mara, you're on deck.
Give me a sec.
No worries.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I know, Asborn kind of keeps his character in unique condition.
I'm just a little bit too far away.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Everything's 30 feet with that girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna... How far away am I from Thysis myself?
You went all the way back, so you're about 70 feet apart.
Okay, so I can still... Oh, Bardic Inspiration. Thysis.
Okay. Thysis is now inspired. Mara, you are up, and then the creature is on deck.
Oh, gee.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my right. 1 damage. Yay.
For once, you don't accidentally kill yourself.
Yay. And then you said it's 50 feet in the water?
From you're slightly closer, so you're about 35, 40 feet away.
35, 40 feet. So I have a walking speed of 35. Is it 35 feet away?
Well, your speed, doesn't that improve if you jump in the water because you'll be swimming?
It's the same.
It's the same?
It's 35.
Yeah, I'll say you can get in base with the main body of the creature in the water.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay,
And then I will try to hit it.
go for it.
That is a... what's my weapon do? 23.
23 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Is it a Faithine or undead?
It is not.
No. Okay.
It is a monstrosity.
Okay. Do you, would you like me to separate my radiant from my piercing?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's great. That is 24 damage.
Nice.
And I am going to brand it.
Okay.
So it's branded. Branded. And then I'll hit it again.
Now, Brandon.
That's a natural 20.
Nice. Times 2 or twice the dice. Up to you.
I will roll twice the dice because I like dice.
Yeah, dice
Like
are
the
fun.
feel of a massive amount of dice in your hands.
These are massive. They just got an extra. Oh, one almost fell. Okay, that's 1. That's shitty. Oh, that's a lot of ones. Okay. 26.
26. Nice. Good damage there.
That's 3 ones.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I have anything left.
And with that, it is going to do Shrieking Whale as its legendary action.
That's terrifying.
Do you have any immunities or resistances to stun?
Charmed? Is it a charm?
It's not a charm.
No, then no.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a con save, please.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those. 28.
28 will definitely save as this creature shrieks at you. You're momentarily paralyzed, but you manage to resist the effect. That will finish your turn. And I believe... Oh, the creature is up. That's right.
Oh, cool.
He shrieked.
So,
He's done.
well, no, that was its legendary action, but thank you.
No more attacks.
And with that, Mara, you have 4 tentacle attacks coming at you.
Can I use my reaction to start the Wild Mother's kiss?
Is that a bonus action specifically?
No, it doesn't require anything.
As a reaction?
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you.
You'll need it.
Yep.
All right. First one. 32.
Uh-huh.
That will be 21 points of crushing or bludgeoning damage.
21.
21. The next one is another 32. That
jeez.
is 24 points of bludgeoning damage. The third one is a 33. I rolled an 18, 18, and a 19. That is 21 points of bludgeoning damage. The fourth one, that is a 18.
Yes.
And then the fifth one, that is a 23.
Miss.
Okay, last 2. You guys just watch as a series of tentacles come rising out of the water. Just start pummeling where Mars and base with this creature. The water is frothing and spilling out and over. As a bonus action, it is going to do acidic spray. So I need you to make a dex save, please, Mara.
Dex. Where's my dex? There it is. 21.
21 will just save.
And I'm resistant to it as well.
Okay, so you will have and have it. So that is 41 points of acid damage, halved to 20, halved again to 10.
Ouch.
All right, that will finish the creature's turn. Tobias, you are up. Fire, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going
Tobias
to...
is a cute little fella right here, everybody.
Yeah, I see my tiny little self. Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to stay right at range and fire on him.
Okay, go for it.
With 3 attacks. So that's going to be a 24.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right. And that'll be my sneak attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because Mara, brave as she is, at least gave you that.
Brave. Stupid.
Did I get the, yeah. So that'll be 25 points of damage.
Nice.
And then second attack.
Swear to God, you guys are all damage stat paladins now.
29.
29 will hit.
Okay. Part of that damage is fire damage. I just roll normal fire damage.
Correct.
Okay, just double checking. Okay, that's good.
It does not have any resistances. It's just immune to all conditions, with the exception of. It's immune to all conditions, with the exception of paralyze.
So that will be 17 points of damage, and my third attack.
Okay.
It's going to be a 19.
19 will just hit.
Oh, okay. I was expecting.
I mean, it's a large creature. It's gargantuan, actually. It's monstrosity.
That'll be 18 points of damage.
Nice.
It's a good hit.
Okay.
All right. With that, you still have your move. Do you want to move?
How far away am I from the?
You are 5, 10. Well, you know what? You know what, folks? We have this cool little device here where I can touch you, touch myself. You are 17 times 5. You are 85 feet away from it.
I'll move back another 20 feet.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Put you right underneath the tree of death.
All right, perfect.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. Fire, you are up. Samara, you're on deck.
I am going to.
Now you're going to use your arena voice?
No. All right. Does it look like it can reach me?
Well, I'll give you this much. Your passive is pretty high. So I'll say that when you saw those tentacles come up and slam down on Mara, you get the feeling they probably have a pretty solid reach. They could reach pretty far. You're just not really sure how far.
And I'm 50 feet away?
You are probably a little further. Let's take a gander. You are 65 feet away.
Okay. I'll deal with 65 feet.
Okay.
Probably fine. Yeah. I'm gonna Guiding Bolt.
Go for it.
Going to Guiding Bolt at... We'll go third level. Okay. Let's try and hit this sucker.
And if somebody gets a chance, can you check the music volume for the Twitch stream?
I think it sounds a little high, but...
Well, but remember, we have to put a little high for StreamYard.
No, I meant on Twitch, because I checked it. 14 and 9 is...
Okay, then. Thank you.
23, right? 14 and 9?
Yes, 23 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
66. Let's take that one out. Okay. Radiant damage. One is cocked. Okay. 10. Math. That's 8,
Math. Oh,
9,
math wins D&D every time, I assure you.
22 points of damage.
Nice. And it is currently lit up like a Christmas tree.
Glowing. Next person has advantage.
Move or bonus action?
I am going to move a little bit back, and in a serpentine fashion, so it can't target me. No, I'm just kidding. Serpentine.
You watch us fire serpentines for like 15 feet.
Yeah, and no bonus actions, because I have no spells that are bonus actions that work.
Gotcha. Well, what about spiritual weapon?
Well, I already cast a spell, so it'd have to be a cantrip.
That's right.
And I don't have any cantrips that are bonus actions.
Now finish your turn. Samara, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the second round.
Can you bird's eye view it a little bit so I can see a little bit more where the tentacles are and where Mara is?
Right in the middle.
Mara, you're right in the way.
That is in the way?
That is
Here,
so many damage.
Here,
That is so many damage.
Okay. I have been wanting to cast this spell for a very long time, and I'm going to use it. I want to use Firestorm. And I would like the squares. How big is it across?
It is, well, from what you can tell, right? So from what you can only see, I mean, you kind of get the feeling that it's 30, almost 30 feet across of what you can see. But you can also see that the water is frothing about and it's foaming and boiling like 20 feet beyond it, 10 feet beyond what you can see. You get the feeling this thing is truly large, like it's gargantuan.
No, yeah, it's just because I get 10-foot cubes of space
Okay.
that firestorm affects. So I'm going to hit the 2 right side tentacles, the head as far back from Mara as I can. They still have to be touching each other. So that's why I'm like, ugh, I don't know.
So you want to do these 2, the head. How many boxes? How many do you get?
I get 10 of them.
10?
But they have to be touching each other.
I would say you probably do it like a boomerang.
Like a
Okay.
V.
Yeah, like a
a V?
boomerang, and all of it lands behind it rather than in front of it.
Okay, because I don't want to hit Mara. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
trying
say all
hard not to.
10. You can get all 10 in there without hitting Mara.
Yeah, I think after all the tentacles, fire damage might push me over the edge.
Okay, so I'm going to cast that.
Okay, go for it.
And let me see what I do. Hold on. Okay, so you have to do a dex save.
That is a 15.
Ooh, barely saved. Okay, well, you take half damage.
Okay.
So let's see how many.
That's a lot of dice.
Is. It is a lot of dice. That's why I'm so excited. Okay, so that's 10 and 7 is 17 and 7 more and 5 and 6 and 6 and 4. Okay, and that's divided by 2, right? Let's
Correct.
see. Half damage on a successful save. So not as much as I had hoped for. It's 22 points of fire damage. If I had succeeded, it would have been 45.
Guys, watch as these squares, points of light, just come in one at a time. Behind the creature kind of reacts to it. The water boils and steams over. You watch as flesh begins to pop off of the back of the tentacles. The fire kind of catches for a moment and then is doused by the explosion of water and steam frothing up from behind it.
And
anything else you'd like to do, Samara?
I'm going to stay where I am, but...
Okay.
Oh, that's a spell. That doesn't work because I was going to send Pepper, but I can send Pepper with a cantrip. So I'm going to send Pepper with guidance on Mara, just so that she has
Mara, there is
extra.
a small hawk on your shoulder. Touches you. You now have guidance.
Ability checks and saving throws?
Let's see. You get a D4 to 1 ability check.
Not a saving throw. Okay.
Not a saving throw. Sorry.
So
No,
with
that's I could do.
I didn't remember.
With that, top of round 2, Thyson, you are up with Asborn on deck.
Alright, then. Have fought the math from the creature.
But you're far enough to know that your Scottish is on the other side of the fucking world.
You focus it. Okay. How far am I actually?
What are you guys doing Jamaican accents?
5 times 25. You're about 115 feet away.
All right, let's go. Running at him.
Oh, are you running towards him?
Yeah.
How far?
My max 30.
Okay. I'm impressed.
Let's do banishment again. Who likes banishment? I like banishment.
And he'll burn that last legendary resistance.
Okay. My homunculus will also cast banishment.
Go for it. What do I need? A charisma save?
Yes.
Boy, do you think this thing looks very charismatic?
He ugly.
No, he ugly.
He ugly.
I mean, he could
You
be.
ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
Natural
Hey.
20
I hate you.
minus 2, 18.
Arcane Abeyance, reroll.
Yeah, that's a 9.
So he is tethered.
Why do you do this to me, man?
No, but it works. It works if you, because then it takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, so you have to now roll a wisdom save.
I do, or Thyson?
You do, the creature.
How wise do you think the creature looks?
It's not
Probably
wise.
really wise.
Looks very
I have
wise.
no idea what my spell save is. Hold on.
That is a 4.
Okay.
So it's very wise.
Not banished. Sorry, but he's a 7,
If
15 psychic damage.
So he's not able to be banished?
Not banished.
4 banishments, and then the person that foils the last one is one of our own players.
So you know
I'm
that
control.
every single
Wow.
time you've been in an encounter, I tether the creature to me.
The
You
call
know
is
that.
coming within the house. The call is coming from within the
In the
house.
house, right?
You have been fighting with me for months. You know that I tether creatures to this plane
Yeah,
of
but why do
existence.
you? Why do you?
It's literally what I have to do in order to mark them. That's how my mark works.
And
So,
don't mark them.
With that, you guys watch as the entire creature kind of fades momentarily, and you watch as this arcane kind of like silver energy tethered to Mara's form pulls it back, and it lets out this psychic scream of pain and agony from the resistance to being banished. But looking, the whole face and mouth looks down towards Mara and just kind of comes together briefly. Anything else you'd like to do, Thyson?
No, by the way, if you're gonna say, "Oh, but it takes a lot of damage," don't say that before you deal 15, okay?
Yeah, it takes a lot of damage.
Tons of
I
damage
didn't
before
say it
15.
does a lot of damage. Sam.
I
Fine.
said a lot of damage. Whoever said that
Fine.
is just completely wrong.
And the amount of vicious mockery being dealt out is obvious.
That's
with
the
that,
end of my turn.
Another 1,000
Asborn,
gold piece fine.
Thyson, do you have any bonus action you want to do?
No, I'm all action based, man.
That's true.
Bonus
Well,
action,
no, 'cause you
banish.
pull a lot of magic out of your ass, so.
Yeah, I have already have, and someone stopped me.
Asborn is up, and then Mara is on deck.
And Asborn's just gonna hop over the rocks and go run at it
Okay.
until she is within 30 feet of it.
Until she's within 30?
Yeah.
Let's check that out. That is elevation measurement. It does it for you. That is so cool. There you go. You're within 30 feet.
Alright. Gonna angle a cone, not hitting Mara, but like hitting its side, and hit
Okay.
some of the tentacles in front.
Yep.
Gonna cast. What is it called? Fear.
Boy, he didn't hear me earlier, did he?
What?
It is immune to all conditions but paralysis.
I don't know. Give me a sec then.
Yeah, you can retcon that.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Then instead, we're going to cast Hold Monster.
Oh, I forgot. That one has potential. Okay.
I like this plan.
Hey, Asborn, she can't be mad at her.
No, I'm mad.
Literally every fight.
She hit him with an
I
attack.
do love how
so
that happens every fight and no one ever pays attention. We've been playing for almost a year and a half. I love it.
Well, we don't know what each other. We don't sit there and discuss it.
Every time
Sometimes-
you
you'll
plan,
talk-
I
you'll
said,
talk
hold
about-
on, it might not work.
You'll talk about
Sometime.
the growth pains of, abandoning your heritage and making your way as a pirate, but you won't pay attention to how your friends fight.
Nah, I don't care.
Sometimes it's a different creature that she's that she's tethered and we've banished.
Well, that's fair.
But that's because it made it wisdom save.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what's Asborn doing? And then Mara's on deck.
Hold Monster.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I saving? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy. Holy natural 20 minus 2, 18.
Was it my turn last still? My turn was just before, right?
Correct.
Asborn, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chronal shift again. Reroll.
Okay. I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Such a
18.
Such a
You're
bitch.
such a
God,
turd.
you've been
I rolled
foiled at
a-
every turn, bro.
Holy shit. What's the DC on that? Because it's still an 18.
It was a 16.
Oh, snap. Too bad it wasn't a charisma save. It's a -4 on charisma.
Okay.
Anything else Asborn could do?
No, just sit there and look at the dumb fucking thing. And also cast Bardic
Human
Inspiration
target.
on Mara.
Okay, Mara, you are inspired. It's a D10 now or D12 with Asborn?
It's a D's nuts. It's a D10, yeah.
Can anyone else here tell who the teenager is? All right, Mara, you're up, and then the creature's on deck.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
And you do realize you have guidance, and you also notice that you've been inspired.
Yeah.
And you hear Asborn's voice in the background. Oh, don't worry about Thyson. He's an asshole. You'll do just fine. And then suddenly you're inspired.
Asborn wouldn't say that.
Well, she's not here to
Yeah,
disagree.
she's right there at the edge of the lake.
He's not here to disagree.
Okay, I'm gonna do Blood Curse of the Marked.
Okay,
Should I mark him? And swing my first attack.
go for it.
Oh, that's really good. That's a 31.
That'll hit.
Cool. Oh, the ones! Oh my god. 15 damage.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Second swing. 24.
That'll hit.
I want those dice. How many dice? Much better. 25.
Nice.
No ones on that roll. And then
You get 3 attacks, don't you? No.
hold on, let me double check. Good. And I used my bonus action to mark him.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I want to run away though. You said that the tentacles have a reach.
Well, they might. It's hard to know for sure. The creature's massive.
Yeah.
So it's possible it's got a pretty impressive reach.
All right, I'm gonna go. Can I go 30 feet to my left? Will I take opportunity attack from all of the tentacles or just one?
No, it'll just be one because it is one massive creature that you're in
That's what I thought.
contact
Okay,
with.
yeah. So can I go 30 feet that way?
Yep, they'll put you right about there. You'll take one opportunity of attack. That is a 31.
Yep.
That will be 18 plus 14. That'll be 32 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled max damage almost on that one.
Lovely. All right, now I'm out. That's it.
Are you unconscious?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm out of things to do on my turn.
Oh, okay. Creature's turn will go. Got 1, 2, 3. All right. So Asborn has 4 attacks coming.
Sorry, Asborn.
That is a 27. Dyson, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. That hits, yeah.
It hits. That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled a 1 and a 4 on that one. The next one is a natural 20 on the second hit. That is 24 and 16 is 40 plus 14. That is 54 points of bludgeoning damage on the second one. The third one is a 30.
That hits.
That is 11 plus 15, 25 points of bludgeoning damage. And the fourth one is a 16. That will miss. Mara, you've got 2 attacks coming at you. First one is a 17. That will miss. The second one is a 29.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. That is 27 points of bludgeoning damage from that. No one is in base with the mouth, so it will not acidic spray or do its... So that is done for the creature. Tobias, you are up. Fire, you're on deck.
All right.
And Tobias, you are back over here by the Tree of Death, staring at the creature.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so that's 23.
23 will hit.
It will take...
Can almost hear him untying his shoes. I would imagine by now he just wears flip-flops or he's barefoot.
27 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
I'm rolling a lot of dice, so give me a second. 24.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. And you're keeping track of your ammunition, correct?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
So that's 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Third attack. Come on, natural 20. Let's go. Nope. So that'd be 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
All right. Uh, 18 points of damage.
Nice. You know that damn pistol's never jammed?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't rolled that low.
Knock
Really.
on wood and throw some salt over his shoulder. And...
Anything else you want to do, Tobias?
I'm gonna go just hide behind that tree.
Okay. The mushrooms are bigger than you. That's pretty funny.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
that'll finish your turn. Fire, you are up, and then Samara is on deck. Fire, you are over here by this one.
You're muted.
Fire, you're muted.
Yes,
Muted.
yes,
You
I
are
need to get-
muty.
Yeah. I need to get closer to.
Your microphone's gotten wonky on me, babe.
Sorry, that might be just me moving.
There we go. Now I can hear your lovely voice.
Yeah. Move me closer to Mara.
Okay, currently Mara is over here. How close do you want to get? Your full 30?
I need to be within 60 feet of her.
Okay, let's see how far you are.
So I think that's just 20 feet.
Yeah, that's going to put you right about there.
Yep. And then I'm going to send Ember over to Mara.
Okay.
Flitting, not trying to get in base with the tentacles.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Cure Wounds. Because she's taking a beating, right? Right, Mara?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So much for skinny dipping.
Right. Cure Wounds at 5th level. So 5d8.
Ooh.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome back, Asborn. Good to see ya.
Oh my God, he's here.
I was buying groceries.
No worries.
Is that what they call it now?
So 6.
Well,
I have
technically
evidence.
you got to buy groceries and, got to go to the car and, lots of things in the car.
Ayo, Alex, you're on 4 HP. Good luck.
Come on.
Asborn, your initiative is 21. Change it in your name tag when you get a chance. And Thyson, you can go ahead and update so you're not running Asborn anymore.
Mara, take 32 points back.
Okay, Mara,
Thank
you,
you.
you feel Ember kind of flip by your ear and go. You feel that whisper, "Don't die," and then all that energy pours into your body,
Ryan.
watching your wounds begin to close.
Yeah.
All right, Fire. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. That will wrap up your
Thank you.
turn. Samara, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the third round.
Okay. How far am I away from the water?
You're probably about 50 feet.
50 feet. Poop. That's way more than my walking speed. All right.
Poop.
I want to get as close as I can. 30 is my walking. Can I? That's going to take my action. I was so far away. Why was I so far away? All right.
Well, technically, you and everybody else were further than Mara because Mara was in the water. So
I know. So how much further is it now? 20 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet to the creature. Yeah.
Sorry, you're breaking up. What happened?
20 feet to the creature?
20 feet. And if I dash, that takes my action?
Correct.
Don't want to do that. Okay. I guess I'll cast a spell.
Right.
Let me... Is anybody in the water with it?
Mara and Asborn both are.
Oh, I don't want to have you guys die or cause damage.
That's so nice of you not to kill your friends.
I know.
It'd be one hell of a finisher to a year and a half of work, right?
Let's
And
do
we're dead.
Flaming Sphere at 6th level. And I need
Okay.
dice for that.
What's the radius on that?
It is 5 foot diameter, and the range is 50 feet away. Or excuse me, 60 feet.
Yep,
That's
you're
like a
good.
sniper. Yeah, you can snipe them.
Yeah. So Flaming Spear, and that is 6d6. So it's a dex save.
Dex save. It's not a very dexterous creature. That is a 17.
Ooh, yeah, that's a save. But you can have some half damage. That's 10 and 12 is 22,
Nice.
and 3 is 25 halved.
Is 12.
12. So
Okay.
12
points
damage,
of fire damage.
and I am concentrated. It's a concentration.
Okay.
And who else is looking owie?
From your
no,
position,
I can't because Pepper can't cast. Never mind.
Yep, that's right.
Who is up next? Bison?
Yes, he is.
Pepper
All right.
can't
Pepper can cast, but I thought Pepper couldn't cast a spell if I cast a spell.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but Pepper can do a cantrip.
Correct.
Okay. So Pepper's gonna fly over
That's a touch
and
spell.
and guidance Bison.
Okay. Thyson, you are now guidanced. We are at the top of round 3. Thyson is up with Asborn on deck.
I know. Try to banish it.
You know what, Tobias? You very rarely get to jump on the troll train. We'll let it go for tonight. Normally, it's Tobias getting the shit.
I know, right? I know. Banish it.
Yeah, it's like Tobias is leaning up against a tree. Hey, Thyson, when are you going to banish it, man? Thyson, hey.
The whole time he's saying that, my eye is twitching.
Why don't you use your banishment?
Hey, Thyson, you realize Mara's going to kill this thing, and you're not going to get you. You better get in there, buddy. Meanwhile, two of the tentacles are like kind of hacked up, and the main like body of the head is kind of like just slashed and pierced, and there's burn and pockmarked damage all along it, and this creature is just kind of like waving there at the water's edge, you know.
Okay.
Maybe if we just leave.
Let's just do some baseline shit because I'm so done right now.
Baseline. Fireball! Fireball!
No, exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing 2 fireballs.
Hold monster.
It's like a sunrise behind you, Mar. Just this huge fireball.
Actually,
behind
wait.
you.
That was a good. Whoever said that, good idea. I'm gonna use hold monster.
Okay, wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
This should be interesting. It's a crappy wisdom. Yeah, that's a 9.
Yeah. No. He's held in place.
And that means
9.
he's paralyzed, right?
Yep.
Paralyzed.
Actually, wait. How far am I from it?
You are about 60 feet from it.
Okay, I'm good then. Never mind.
Okay. With it being paralyzed, when can it make its next save? At the end of your next turn?
Let me check.
Or at
That was the
the
end of their turn.
end of the creature's turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is currently paralyzed. Anything else you want to do, Thyson?
My homunculus is also going to do a fireball on it at 3rd level.
There you
Okay. Go for it.
go. Automatic fail, right?
I believe it is an auto fail for dex saves.
It's a critical, automatically fail strength and dex saving throws.
And I think it's a critical.
And any that hits the creature is a critical hit. If the attacker is within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 feet, so no.
Yeah.
If the attacker or the thing that hits it, though.
If the
Kinda-
attacker is in within 5 feet.
That's such a weird.
It is a weird one.
That was obviously meant for like
Melee.
doing melee
Melee.
hits.
Yeah.
So they didn't
Yeah.
actually think about other spells. It's kind of dumb.
Well, you know, they're trying to
Fired
give
at point
melee
blank range.
To walk up to it.
yeah.
42 fire damage.
Nice. Guys, just watch as this fireball just erupts above it and down. The tentacles barely twitching, but skin and meat flaying off of it. You see as one of the tentacles just collapse into the water. Anything else you want to do there, Thyson?
Hold that. Okay, hold on.
You still have your homunculus, right?
That's in its turn. Okay. Yeah,
No, I thought-
that was my
I thought the
homunculus that just did
homunculus
that.
did the fireball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. You have concentration, right, Lysis?
Yeah. I'm
Oh
pissed.
yeah, because you
Hold monster.
Yep. Thank you.
Holy monster.
That's the end of my turn, and I'm pissy.
Asborn, you are up with Mara on deck.
The tentacles are still moving, right? It's just the main head that's paralyzed.
No,
No.
whole it's one giant creature.
Okay. Am I able to walk up to the base of the head?
Yes, you are.
And I could do that without being opportunity attack since it's
Correct,
paralyzed,
because it
right?
is paralyzed. You can
Yes.
easily push through it at this point.
I'm going to do that, and I'm gonna just maul it.
Go for it.
So it's advantage, and then I have 2 mauls, so 4 times.
Well, how many attacks do you have?
I have 2 attacks per turn.
Okay. So you have 2
Oh,
attacks.
it's so laggy. With an advantage, right? So I roll again. To hit.
Correct. So your 2
Okay.
attacks have advantage, and any hits will be critical.
9.
It doesn't mean it's
15,
4 attacks. It's just 2 attacks.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get to roll double dice
Uh,
for
9,
to hit.
15. Oh my god, it's so laggy. 4 and 11. Okay, 15 and 11 plus 13, 28 and 24.
Both will hit.
Okay.
Now using they're auto crits,
Oh yeah, they're
auto
auto crits.
and you're using the
Wild Mother's Maul.
Wild Mother's Maul, correct?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It was for 19s or 20s is when. it
Oh,
kicked
that's
in.
true.
So
That's
it's not
true.
actually on crits. It's just
Yeah.
when you do a natural crit.
That's right. Thank you for the reminder.
So 30 on the first one,
Nice.
and then why is the website so 17? So 34 on the second one.
Nice.
64 damage.
You watch as Asborn is just going ham. The maul, big chunks of meat, bone, and sinew flying off the creature as she is just leaning into her work.
And then I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on myself.
Okay. You are doing so well, you tell yourself that how can I not keep doing better? I'm amazing. I am the most gorgeous female here in the world. You're inspired. Mara, you are up, and then the creature's on deck.
She never takes her armor off, so she stinks really bad.
That's where she's got that. She's got that. I've been fighting all day odor.
Yeah,
She's in the
musty
water.
odor.
She's in the water. so she's getting
My first
washed.
washing days.
Yeah. The only time she bathes is when she's fighting a monster. That's
I'm going to
hardcore.
do the same thing. I'm going to approach the monster,
Okay.
the mouth again.
Okay. That would be the wrong piece. Get you. Yep.
All right. So my first. I'm gonna mark it.
And your attacks have advantage.
Why? Marking it.
So because I get an extra die. That's right.
Extra die of damage.
Yeah. Oh my god! I rolled a 1 and a 2. So.
Oddly enough, the creature gets hit by like a shift of water and moves it just enough that you stumble and your blade just kind of splashes into the water.
Okay, that's 2 19s. So that's
There you go.
30
That'll definitely
something.
hit.
Okay, and those are auto crit because it's paralyzed.
Correct.
Okay.
Do they auto hit too? Because if she rolls the 1, does she still not hit? Oh,
Well, I rolled a 2 technically because it was advantage.
a 2.
Okay.
Oh no, it's an attack that hits the creature.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. 28 points.
Okay. Anything else you can do?
Sam. Okay. No, Sam. My.
Sam's like, hey, Sam. Oh wait, Sam's gone.
I don't know. Does my tattoo take action or a bonus action or anything, or is it just a free action?
I believe it's a bonus action, isn't it?
I didn't write it in the notes.
Which tattoo was it?
It was the healing.
They all do. It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
I believe it's invoked as a reaction or a bonus action, either or.
Okay. Then I'll wait.
Okay.
I can't react on that.
Yeah, double check with Sam because she's got all that stuff written down.
Hey,
I
Samara?
dictated it to her, and it's.
Sorry, I'm here. What's up?
My tattoo. What kind of action does it take?
I think it's a bonus action. Let me.
We can move on.
Okay.
Just let me know. If it's a bonus, I can't do it this turn anyway because I already did my
All
bonus.
right, so the creature is up. It can do nothing. At the end of its turn, it's going to make another wisdom save.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Fail.
That is an 18 minus 2 is a 16, Tyson.
What is Dyson's?
I think that's a no, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a fail.
Asborn's. It was Asborn's before.
Right,
Wasn't it?
Tyson's is higher, but he's not answering
Tyson's
me,
is
so I'm
higher.
going to assume it's a fail.
think that's a
But what's his spell? Shit. Hold on. What's his spell? I don't. Tyson.
I love it when he does that to me. He just goes mute, disappears.
I'm looking up Tyson.
I'm pretty sure it's a fail. I think his DC is like a 17 or an 18.
DC. His spell DC is an 18.
Yeah, so that'll be a fail. It is
Yep.
still paralyzed, and it's questioning its ignorance and pursuing what he thought was just a tiny little blue guppy. Tobias, you are up with fire on deck.
Blue guppy.
Okay.
Blue guppy.
Sorry. Okay, just writing something down. Okay. I'm going to make my attacks. Let's see. That's a 9, so 23.
23 will hit.
And it's going to do...
Long math. Long math.
39 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. That's almost max, isn't it?
No,
No? Oh, that terrifies me.
because that was my sneak attack. And yeah, 29 would hit.
Yep, that'll hit. So 22 points of 22.
damage.
Okay.
And then my third attack is going to be a hit, like 27.
Okay. Roll for damage.
And 11 points of damage.
Yeah, you only needed 5 more on that one. You watch as 2 of the tentacles go limp and collapse into the water. This creature is beginning to look very rough.
Oh, oh no, those weren't double damage, huh?
No, because you're not in 5 feet.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. Fire, you are up with Samara on deck.
And mark off my rounds here.
Okay, I'm guessing Mara is still pretty.
So I'm actually okay-ish. I think Asborn is worse off than I am.
Okay, then I will have Ember flit to Asborn,
Okay.
and I will do another Cure Wounds on the Asborn.
Okay.
Thank you,
Go
thank
for it.
you.
5d8. Okay, that's 24, 35. 35 hit points back.
Nice.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No. No.
Okay. That'll finish your turn. Samara, you are up.
Um,
By the way, Asborn,
If I-
you do have a great ass. Have you ever noticed that?
It's
yeah,
quite
look at that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
Very,
quite
very
fantastic.
pretty.
There's definitely some junk in that trunk.
Hey, Guild
Yay!
Superior, thanks for the cheers. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
if I remind me, because it's been a while, if I wild shape, I can't attack that round, right? It takes my action to change.
So it's your... So wild shape is a bonus action, isn't it? Or is it action?
What's
Let
your
me look.
circle?
What's your circle?
Yeah,
Circle,
it depends on your
circle of the
circle.
land. No,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Circle of the sea. Circle of the land.
You get circle of
Yeah,
the
circle-
moon. That's
Circle of the moon, you can use it as a bonus action, but the other circles, it takes an
It's
action.
an action.
Let me see. Hold on. I have it right here. Yeah, it says as an action.
Okay. What would you like to change into?
I want to change into a giant shark.
Oh,
Jump in the
I
water first.
love you so much.
Giant shark.
Giant shark. Giant shark.
yes.
Except you're on land, so you're just squirming around.
Well,
No,
hopefully
no,
I would
jump
like
it
to
in.
swan dive in.
Jump in and
welcome.
sploosh.
Welcome.
Oh god, a giant shark!
And rub
Asborn
up against
attacks.
Asborn.
Yeah,
Asborn, are
Asborn
you-
squeals like a mouse. Ah!
Please don't hit me.
Why has it got to be a mouse?
Because everybody sounds like Tobias.
Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're dealing with microaggressions, Tobias.
Wait, isn't Tobias an actual microaggression
This
because of
is
height?
like, there's a pattern of disrespect in this group for mice that is just. I'm going to talk to HR when I get back.
So what you're saying is they're mousist?
They're mousist.
They're
Okay.
mousist.
100%.
I believe that'll finish your turn because you won't
But-
be in base with it.
But I do want pepper.
Okay.
Asborn, are you still squishy?
I'm alive.
You're
He's
alive,
always
but
squishy. I mean, she's
still
always
squishy?
I'm always squishy. I'm fine.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine.
You think it'll be fine? Does
Mhm.
anyone need points? Are we hurting?
I mean, I'm not doing great.
Okay. So I'm gonna send Pepper over since now Pepper can do this and do
Okay.
a cure wounds at 5th level,
Okay.
and that's dice. Dice. Where did they go? I thought I had other ones. How many is that? 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. I was not prepared. That's not fun. 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points back to you.
Thank you.
Nice. All right, that'll finish your turn. We are now at the top of the 4th round. Thyson, you are up with Asborn on deck.
All right.
Hey, you're back. Hey, welcome back.
Huh? Was I missing?
Yeah, we were asking because it tried to make another save and you weren't around for the result. So,
Oh, sorry.
it's fine.
I was talking to people.
Yes. They never want to leave you alone, do they, son?
No, they never do. Quite
This
literally
thing
never
is,
will.
I mean, from your position, Tyson, this thing's looking very rough. Half the tentacles have collapsed into the water. The others are looking ragged. The main body of the creature is looking pretty rough. And now it's being swarmed by Asborn, Mara, and a giant shark.
All right, then I'm gonna blow up some fireballs behind it.
Okay. Auto fails Dex, so just roll damage, my friend.
Okay.
That dominate monster, man, or hold
Hold
monster and
monster.
all that shit. Holy fuck. It's a rough one for
In total, it takes
Whippy the tentacle beast.
59 damage in total.
oof, it is looking pretty rough. You watch another tentacle collapse into the water. Anything for your homunculus, or is that both of you combined?
That was both of us combined.
Gotcha. Asborn, you are up, unless Tyson, you want to move at all?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Asborn, you're up with Mara on deck.
Okay, I'm just gonna smack it twice again.
Go for it. At advantage. Close strike.
Oh!
Please, yes,
That's 2
boy.
crits.
Yes, gamer.
I have photo evidence. This is in fact photo evidence.
Wait, did you just roll a double crit for both?
Yeah.
Holy snap. Okay. So let's have lots of fun because this is probably going to kill it. But the force of the wild mothers stampeding, I believe it's an elephant form, correct?
Yes.
These herd of massive elephants come out of the mall and begin to crash not once but twice into the creature, pummeling it, stomping on it. So go ahead and roll all the dice and either do double the dice or times 2. It's up to you.
Okay, let's first do the regular hits. Okay.
Okay.
So that's 2. Oh my god, why is it so? The D&D Beyond is super laggy right now.
Yeah, they've had some issues this month with patches.
Okay, so 20 on the first hit, just for the normal hit,
Okay.
and then 20 on the second hit. So that's 40,
Okay.
and then 24d12.
Yep. 12.
That is 165 damage plus 40, so 205 damage.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you guys watch as the water begins to froth and foam as this herd of translucent elephants just stomping and just turning this creature into chum paste in the water as it just slithers away in pieces underneath the water.
Now you can swim.
So you guys
I'm
I
going
didn't
back
get
to the
see
caravan.
any- I didn't get to do anything as a shark.
I was
The
just
shark
thinking of that,
slaps the
too.
water with its fin.
You hop in, and as soon as you do that, I slap it, and it's gone.
You
That's
guys
the
seem
I'll
second
to
whack
most-
you with my tail on the way back.
That's the
And
second
Edward goes
massive
unconscious
monster
for
that
the
you've
other
killed.
6 seconds.
It's only gonna get better from here, folks. Just wait till I spec into Echo Knight.
Oh yeah, that's right. My Aiden was talking about that.
What'd I say?
When you were talking about the Echo Knight build.
Yeah, that it just doesn't.
So with that, you watch as the creature just falls apart, shredded, disappears to the into the water. The water is now just foam and chunks of meat and tentacle flesh, just kind of free floating on the top of the water. Meanwhile, finally, some of the caravan guards and spectators get a little bit closer and see that you've dealt with the creature. They begin to harvest the floating meat and tentacle skin that is currently floating, and you see the caravan leader come by. No, waste not, want not. Good job. Once again, I'm certainly glad that I hired you, but could you possibly do me a favor, Mara Jade Brecht? Could you, or Marakai Brecht? Could you not go swimming in the Sour Seep Lake? It is quite a dangerous place. If you, well, maybe dangerous for creatures. But anyways, we have a few minutes before we get going again. Please, hurry up if you can. And you watch as he kind of wheels around and rides his raptor back amongst the caravan wagons.
Yeah,
You guys are out of
let's
initiative. What would you
stay.
like to do?
Roll for initiative.
Not go back into the water.
I'm out of the water and just sort of shake everything off and climb back on.
All right, then who walked into the water?
Hey, Weave the Tail. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated.
Woo woo, raids. Love raids.
All right. I get back
And
on
I-
my raptor and mosey.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess I'm changing out of shark form.
You should totally swim
guess
next to
you-
us.
Finger
I should be
wagging
in the
at
water
Mara.
because then we're gonna
No
come
more
across.
in
I'm
the
gonna
water.
stay away from the water.
No more in the water. Now let's continue on our way. I want to harvest some of the sushi because Fire wants to try some.
Calamari.
Calamari, sorry.
I love the sound of dice being put away. It's so funny.
Oh gosh.
These are my
So
counter
many.
dice. I don't need those. I just need my 20s now.
All right, with that, it is still. Did we already take our long rest and you're about to get back on the road again? Is that why you investigated the water, Mara?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a new
Okay.
day. We were doing our
Yes, we're on day 3 of the journey up the coast of the
Let's get up
Cyrios
there.
Seep waters. You have
We're long
2
resting right
days
now?
left, although you may be a day away from being intervened by one of the scouting parties that is set out from Asarius. So, day 3, how would each of you like to help the caravan on this 3rd day make its way along the banks of the Cyrios Seep waters?
Wait, so we're taking another long rest right now, or we just did?
You just came off of one.
I
Okay.
had gotten
It's morning.
I
Yeah.
had gotten a 25 for my perception check to help the caravan.
Okay.
That hadn't been resolved. I took a note of that.
Yep. That is correct.
So my help wasn't super helpful. Do I need to do something else?
Splash at the edge of the water. That helps.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Was your skill? Is there a skill on
I
your
was
skill sheet?
investigating the water to see if it was safe for our mounts to drink.
That's
Okay.
right. So, everybody
Sure.
remind me because I think everybody already did their skill checks, right, for what they were
Mhm.
doing.
Hmm.
Yeah. but
Do you
then-
remember,
Yes.
Samara, what you were doing?
I don't
I
think
think
we'd
it had
gotten.
I
something-
think we were like half
Rival?
done.
Yeah, I
don't
think we
we'd
did.
gotten
We did
done with
fires.
everyone.
We did Mara's, and Mara's outcome was don't go near the water. That is,
I rolled
Probably.
like a 13, which
Yeah.
wasn't great.
yeah. Tobias, I believe you were scouting, right? Survival.
Yeah, I
or-
did. I did in like investigation and got like a 27 or something
That's
like
right.
that.
Yep. I remember that. And I think we needed Thyson, Asborn, and Samara's result.
Well,
for the help.
mine didn't get resolved either. It was just.
I'm gonna
I
have to
rolled.
Well,
reroll
no, I
because
know,
I
but-
honestly don't remember.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and re-roll whatever skill set you want to do. Thyson and Asborn, let me know what skill set you want to use.
I got a 12.
Okay.
And I was gonna do survival, like just kind of scouting the area, making sure everything's okay.
Asborn, what skill would you like to use? You're muted, Asborn.
What would handing out food to everyone at breakfast be? Sleight of hand?
Sure. Or
Shorter to
persuasion, like you're trying to inspire them. Maybe it could be a persuasion.
Hey,
Oh.
you definitely want to eat this, don't
Natural 2. So
Yeah,
persuasion,
Hey,
even with
have-
persuasion, that's
you really want to
15.
eat
A natural
this.
2.
Here,
That's
have
fine.
some food. Have some food. Really. Have
so-
some food.
Yeah, about half of the caravan gets food poisoning by mid-afternoon.
Oh no.
Ah.
And unfortunately now the caravan is a bit slower.
I accidentally
Dysentery is a bitch.
stuck my bloody gauntlet hand into the food as I was handing it out to everyone.
That's just lovely. At least we haven't broken a wagon axle, but we all got dysentery.
Uh,
I'm squirting.
Tyson, what skill did you go with?
I will go with.
You see
You know it's
Tobias run behind a mushroom. Oh, grabbing his stomach. What the hell did you give us?
Are you okay?
Use her to splash.
I'm gonna go
Dude,
with.
isn't it usually pellets?
Yeah, usually it's just brown water now. What the hell did you do to his Asborg?
I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay, give me an investigation check and describe for me how you're trying to help.
I will investigate the surroundings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you notice a couple things after recovering from the fact that.
I didn't even say how much I got yet.
Oh yeah, I thought you did. My bad. Go ahead.
I got a 20.
Okay, you guys can clear your name tags whenever you get a chance.
Oh.
There's a couple things you pick up on. Number one, clearly Asborn needs to wash her hands next time. And throughout the
Typhoid
course of
Mary.
the afternoon, there are little clumps of caravan riders and wagoneers and people drifting in and out of the moving caravan. At some point, you watch Tobias race behind a patch of mushrooms and rocks, and a whole lot of people seem to be having stomach issues at this point. This stretch of the Sorrow Seep seems to be a little bit more traveled as you are now coming across the occasional encampment, coming across the occasional group or party moving south or north, depending on your point of view of watching them come and go. You do not see anything nefarious by any stretch of the imagination, and you pretty much speed the caravan along by providing insights on certain routes and certain things to avoid. Samara, you nearly undo everything that Thyson just accomplished. Unfortunately, one of the side routes that you were examining, you misdirected 4 wagons down that route. 2 of the wagons are destroyed as they tumble into a gully. The supplies are moved from those 2 wagons to another one, abandoned, and the caravan now has lost half the day kind of getting itself back on track. And then finally,
carry things.
Fire, you spend a good deal of your time just keeping out watch, and near the end of the 3rd day, as you guys are beginning to make camp, way off in the distance, maybe at the very edge of your sight, you thought you caught a glint of a campfire. So there's probably another camp that's been set up maybe about 3 or 4 miles north of your current position. As the sun sets, darkness sets in. Is there anything anybody wants to do before taking a long rest?
I want to inform the leader that of what I saw.
Okay. He says, thank you. I shall send writers to see if they are friend or foe.
Okay. And then, yeah, I wait for the results from that, and then that's it.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before their long rest?
I'm
Okay.
good.
Settle in for a long rest. Go ahead and click off your long rest for recovery. It's going to be the morning of the 4th day. Another relatively calm weather considering the season. It's summer at this point. Is it summer or winter? I think it's fall, right? Didn't you guys come back in the fall from the Astral Sea?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
'cause
Time's
Yeah.
been weird.
It was spring when you
It was
started.
spring when we started, then 3 months jump ahead. So
Yeah.
we're probably starting in winter, right?
You're starting in fall.
Okay.
So it is another chilly morning. You're making your way along the banks of the Seep waters on your 4th day of journey. Breakfast is being catered. Caravans are packing up. The normal routine of the morning begins to unfold, with one exception. The leader of the caravan comes over to all of you and gathers you all up as you begin to pack your gear, and he pays all of you. Thank you for everything that you've done. I have a question for you. Your young friend that traveled with you has asked to continue with us. Is this acceptable to you?
That's what's her face. Hold on. The
You mean the girl?
Valentine? You mean Valentine?
Yes, Valentine has said that she would like to. That camp that you pointed out to us, Fire, well, it was the fringe scouting party of a very large Drow force. The Bright Queen is no more than 4 miles north of here, awaiting all of you.
Okay.
She has asked me to pay you your wage. She has saw to it that we will have military escort to Cyrios, and Valentine has requested that I take her with us.
Okay. What?
How much do you pay each of us again?
We did 3 days or 4 days? We did 3 days.
3 days.
Well, he's paying you as if it's full contract terms. He clearly doesn't know what his product's going to sell for yet, so he'll have to somehow contact you with that. But I think it was...
it was 100 gold a day.
100 gold a day.
And 1% of goods sold in Asarius.
Right, and it was supposed to be a 6-day journey. So he pays each of you 600 gold, and then he also gives each of you a 150 gold bonus for defeating the 2 creatures, both the green dragon and the monstrosity of the Seep.
That's it. Okay.
Hey, I'm happy with that.
I get off the Raptor because I guess we're not taking those with us. So.
Oh no! Please take them. We do not. They were already requisitioned for you. I am more than happy. And he bows and places his hand over his chest. I am more than happy to release them to you. I do not know if Her Majesty has travel or what her plans are for you, but she was quite insistent that we terminate our contract that will free you up to go and speak with her.
Okay.
You've been a good boss.
I'm gonna go find Valentine.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you begin to look for her.
I got a... What is my I got a 14.
14. As you wander about, you find her. She is currently packing up her duffel, and she's been granted a raptor by the caravan leader. She looks over her shoulder. Oh, I was not expecting to see you. I
want to continue traveling with the caravan.
Well, yes, are you and your friends in trouble?
No.
Interesting. I have heard so many rumors about Her Majesty. You must be very influential people then.
No.
Oh.
So you still have my ring to look like you?
Yes. I was wondering, could I... This will help me get back to Marquette. I don't know how else to do it. If I stay in my Targa form, I will... I have no protection.
You'll get picked up again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you find a way to get it back to me, that would be
I
great.
can try,
If
yes.
not, I mean,
Because it was in your possession, if I ever have an opportunity to scry upon you, I will figure out a way to get it back to you. This is definitely a lifesaver. If this manages to get me safely back to Marquette, I will speak with my father, and we shall see what we can do.
okay.
But
And
before I go, I want to
Yeah.
give you something. Is that okay?
Okay.
She disintegrates you. roll.
Give me a
for
Constitution save with disadvantage, DC 92.
That's Azrael. It's Azrael. She attacks.
I made it.
Oh, Jesus.
You watch as she, out of the duffel bag, she pulls out. This must have taken her some time, but she has kind of like groomed enough of her own personal hair to kind of weave these set of gloves. And she hands them to you, and they fit pretty well. And she goes, I know your kind may not need these all the time, but if you ever find yourself in a deep, deep snow, I think it will help. I hope you enjoy them. And
Do they have room for my claws?
yeah, interesting enough, when you put your fingers inside and you like do your claw thing that you do, they poke out through small holes in the actual gloves.
And I put them on. And cool.
Well,
Thank
those
you.
are really pretty. Well, tell your friends thank you for me. I am very eager to get to Asarius. I plan on making myself per your instructions of concern. I will make my way to Zadash first. I will then, I was overhearing something about a city called the Ivory Heart. I wish to visit that.
Oh, you should. They're really sweet.
Yeah, I've never met a Luxodon before, and I would like to meet one.
They have really big ears. And I'm
Oh.
gonna give her 20 gold
Oh, what is this for?
so that you can get places safely.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And she takes the coin, puts it into a small pouch on her belt. Well, good luck. I don't know what your future is, but she kind of
I really hope
stares
that you
off in the
find-
distance where this massive encampment is. And she's just like, I believe it's over there, though, and I wish you luck.
Thank you. I wish you luck too.
She
If you
kind of
can,
hops
let me
up.
know.
Yeah, she hops up on the raptor, looks down at you, gives you a big smile. Thank you, Fire of the Bright Cliffs. It has truly been a pleasure. If I don't make it out of Port Zune, try to find me there.
Okay. Let me know if you do, please.
Oh, I will. I'll do my best. Crack! She cracks the handheld whip under the hind of the raptor, and it takes off after the retreating caravan. You guys slow down your roll a bit, and it takes you a little bit more time. Eventually, under the Zorhashian and Kryn banner, a scout matriarch makes her way over. The massive form on the back of a massive warhorse looks down at you and, well, you are not all dead. This is impressive. The scout that I had sent out earlier, I was sure that he was lying, but the Bright Queen is with us in her encampment. Whenever you're ready, I'm to escort you to her.
What's that supposed to mean, bud?
Now,
Well-
wait, out of character. Who said that? Was that someone that came from the Bright Queen's caravan or someone that came from our caravan?
The Bright Queens.
The Right Queens.
Okay.
One of
The
the scouts.
encampment. Yeah, one of the matriarch scouts.
There we go.
because they were told that we were alive and they thought that they were being lied to. Gotcha.
Correct.
Yeah. What
Okay.
is that supposed to mean, bud? We walk
Well,
up to
no, okay. Hey, let's
Well-
not put the no hosing down the decks with testosterone. Let's go.
The matriarch kind of looks at Dyson curiously. What's the matter of that? The arcane seal you are in possession of has never been held by mortal hands for nearly a millennia.
Well, now it is.
I understand, but would you like to know what it does?
Can we do that when we're not here?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the point of coming and
Yeah,
speaking with Her Highness, is to find out what it does.
Because we're
Oh, you
out of
don't
character.
even know
We're
what it
still-
does.
No, we do not. It's been over a millennia since anyone has. Most of the Watcher lore and the understanding of the chamber has been lost to time, even to those of us with long lifespans. We are just as eager as you. We suspect we know what it does, but we won't know until Her Highness examines the object. It
thought
is
you guys had
bound
really,
to her family's bloodline.
I thought you guys had really old books for this, but okay.
All right.
Well, we do have old books, but they don't always contain the appropriate information.
Not only that, but they probably have like,
Thyson,
riddles
give me
and
an
stuff.
insight check really quick.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Insight check.
17.
17. It is curious.
You fucking bitch.
Do I get a? I want an insight check too.
Go for it.
Insight check.
Oh, now I want to too.
Let's all inside check.
I'm just kidding.
I got a
Mara is
27.
suspicious of nothing.
The
27?
classic DM conundrum. You rolled a nat 20. Oh, he's
I did
just
not-
normal.
Oh.
I don't trust this dude.
They clearly, for you, Fire, your natural curiosity gets the best of you as well as your natural suspicion. If they don't know what it does, then everything that they were doing before was nothing more than a guess. And you're also now getting the feeling that they have another purpose for it.
This person in particular.
You
has
don't
another
know.
purpose? Okay.
No, I mean, so the scout matriarch is part of the army, as part of the encampment, right?
Okay.
She represents the Bright Queen. You get the feeling that all this effort was because the Bright Queen may have another purpose for this thing. And that maybe she was using the guise of assistance as a way to get access to it.
Oh, we got a ditcher. We got a ditcher.
Yeah, but if we do that, we might die.
Well, come along.
Be nice if
The
we had
day
a flying
is-
ship.
We've almost been dying this whole time.
The day
Okay, you.
grows long. If you will
Yep.
follow me, please.
Yeah.
So it takes about 30 to 45 minutes of finishing packing, getting on Raptors, getting everything. Everybody mounts up. Thyson definitely looks a little awkward on his own Raptor, but it's the only way that he can travel with the rest of the group since the caravan has moved on. All of you get to the very edge of the encampment and you watch as the cordoned off section of guards just immediately part. And the matriarch scout is now leading you through the main body of this encampment. I need everyone to make perception checks, please.
It's a trap.
Probably. Ooh, I got a natty 20. 29.
15 plus
19?
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I also got a 17.
What'd you get, Samara?
8.
Samara, you are still distracted by one of your fingers is webbed to the other finger. And you're like, you're like,
Why?
that's a
Why
really
is it
cool
like-
change, but why is this webbed finger
Come on.
not going away?
Go back.
For the
Go
rest of you,
Arcade.
you're kind of taking in the sight around you. This is a war camp. Make no bones about it. There are maybe anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 Zorhashian soldiers here. The Kryn army is in full regalia around you. But every
Sweet.
time you pass down a knot or a group of these warriors and these soldiers, they just look at you and nod with a sort of respect on their faces as you travel through. There's even a couple that kind of bring their spear out and forward, kind of saluting the fact that you've retrieved the Arcane Seal. And at the very center of this, after 10 minutes of making your way through all of this, between the war machines and just this very well-equipped army, there's a massive pavilion ensconced with its own kind of like barrier around it. A wooden kind of gatehouse has been set up, and you watch as the guards peel open the doors, and waiting there is a full cadre of the Zorhashian, the Bright Queen's personal Kryn guard, the Alabaster Muted, and they part for all of you. The scout matriarch kind of peels away, And as all of you are funneled into the very center, the Bright Queen comes out from underneath the center of the pavilion, and she smiles when she sees all of you, and you just listen as the entire cadre of bodyguard are now saluting and cheering and roaring with applause. And the Bright Queen kind of bows her head ever so slightly in all of your direction, just enough that you get the feeling this matters a great deal. And as she stands up straight and she's in her full purple blacked obsidian full plate mail armor, that's kind of, the surface of it is molten. It moves and shifts on its own arcane kind of reaction. Her massive spear strapped to the back, the Kryn banner posted on either side of the pavilion. And she just looks up at the six of you and goes, please, if you and yours will join me for a morning meal, I would be greatly appreciative. Let us discuss what comes next. There's been a lot going on during your travels and your disappearance. And Mara, you notice that she looks at you with a kind of concerned look on her face, and then turns to lead the rest of you into the heart of the pavilion at this point.
Oh shit. I think
That's
Albin's
not
been
good.
captured.
As all of you are led into the massive Bright Queen pavilion, and this massive stone table is in the middle of the space with many chairs around it. There are generals and commanders and council folk and all manner of individuals kind of on the very periphery and edge. As you all come in, one by one, you notice their nods, their acknowledgments. Some look concerned. Some look at you as if you shouldn't be trusted. Outsiders are a problem. And there's just this kind of tense vibe coursing through the pavilion. She walks over to a small pedestal where she steps up on to almost like a viewing platform and invites all of you to kind of join at the council table. She looks at all of her council members. She's the first one to sit at the table, and then one by one, you notice everyone else begins to sit. Their guards, their personal scribes, their assistants, all kind of floating in and out, bringing food. You watch as translucent musical equipment come in and begins to float around and playing a kind of casual atmosphere of music, kind of relaxing. And actually, all of you are now inspired with a D12 from the animatic bardic band of the Zorhasian Queen. So you all have a D12 that lasts until you use it. It's one of those.
Cool.
One by
Legit.
one, you all sit down. The Bright Queen looks at the table and goes, so, where shall we begin? Now, I know that you are in possession of the Arcane Seal. And I'm
Yeah.
okay. I understand, and we will get to that. Well, let's save that for last, because I think it's important that we get certain information to our friends who have recovered the seal, so that we can discuss where to go next. What we do know is that the Dwindles have closed the borders with everybody. The Clovis Conclave has done the same as well. Sehefe Uladan is dead, assassinated. How? We do not know. We received this as a last communique from the Brex. They too have gone silent. I have reached out to Albin and the gentleman on multiple occasions with no response. Why these border closures, we are unsure. Armies are moving en masse. And the interesting thing is, the Dwindles are amassing the firebrand in the Morrow Valley with the intent of invading the Clovis Conclave. Rumor and my spies have told me their target is Nicodranus. I have sent envoys and those to discuss perhaps a temporary armistice between us, and perhaps we shall join them. I do not know yet. There is rumor that the void, I don't know what we shall call it. It is something new for all of us. But whatever Darktoe has become, a massive island has appeared near it. It is beset with all manners of chaos and disfigured creatures that are now being disgorged upon the Menagerie Coast, near a location called Holyhead.
Would you describe these transfigured creatures as extraterrestrial or undead?
I would say, based on what our spies have told us and those that have examined it, our artificers have told us that they are fiendish constructs.
I want to look over at everyone and say, it's, what's his name?
Qualish.
Qualish. It's Qualish.
Polish.
Yeah.
They moved the island over.
With this, we have sent some of our more well-trained infiltrators in an attempt to learn more from Nicodranus, but we have not heard back from anybody. I am sorry to say, Mordecai Brecht, I have no idea the condition of your husband or the gentleman. If you have a means of communicating with him, I suggest you try, but upon your own time, if you would, please.
Albin, that's his name.
She looks away from you and back to the council. Now, we have decisions before us. Do we know enough to declare our sides in this battle? Or are we missing something? I do not know. We continue to gather what we can. What I do know is whatever Darktoe has become is the greater risk to us all, and I believe it must be dealt with. However, we cannot look away from the war that may be brewing in the Morrow Valley. Do we use this as opportunity? And you hear about a dozen or so councilmen go, yes, now we strike. She holds up her hand. Do we use this as opportunity to take back what was ours from the Dwendals? Or do we use this opportunity to further our influence with the coast? Our navy is limited. Our access to the sea limited as well. That could have much influence for us. I don't know. Our friends here, however, have recovered something that has not been seen for over a millennia. And our information on it, while thin, to say the least, may offer us the opportunity, we believe, to close whatever that thing is within Darktoe. But I am curious. Why Holyhead? Why a smuggling village is somehow the target of this monstrosity, these creatures that pour from the sea, from this strange island? Should we deal with that first before making our way to Darktoe? I do not have the forces to send in 3, 4, 5 different directions. So, the purpose of this council, earned by our new friends to be able to be seated here, they undid the Watcher. They sent that greater Udak back to where it belongs, and an ancient vault and a region that we have not been able to explore is now back in our hands, in our control. That is something we cannot ignore. And for that, you have the Bright Queen's thanks. Now, questions, thoughts?
Well, at Holyhead, they're probably going after the Magic Mountain.
I do not know what this is. What do you mean?
Well, there was a mansion there that the gentleman had us try and find a way into. And it ended up being a portal to hell, it looked like.
You watch as a very, regaled individual behind the Bright Queen leans in, whispers into her ear. This is interesting. A gate? Another gateway, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
And that was outside of Holyhead.
That might explain this monstrosity's interest, but I don't understand why it would... If Dark Tor has become its own portal, its own opportunity of being one, why... And then, there's like murmurs and like whispers going back and forth as if people are trying to talk it out, try to figure out why this particular target would be so important. Is there anything that you remember? Any detail that could possibly help us understand why this would be an important spot? There are many opportunities for gateways, but I would imagine that the one in Doctor would be key to this creature's plan.
Oh, let me look at my notes. Where did we win?
Also, what is of this creature? I mean, we have tried to figure out what this thing is, but ever since the attacks in Port Zune, my spies have told me strange stories, but to be believed is, well, to have faith in some of the bizarre nature of what these creatures can do.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at my notes. Look back. How far back were we at the...
Also,
1222.
Also,
1222?
what is the nature of this creature that can do so much damage and cause so much chaos amongst the kingdoms and the city-states? And we have seen more movement of troops and more paranoia in a matter of weeks than we've seen in centuries. Is there anything you can tell us about this entity that seems to be causing some manner of influence?
Out of character, which entity is she referring to?
Azrael.
Zarel?
Zarel?
Yeah, Zarel.
So, Tierling.
Yeah, she's a devil or demon.
Yeah, let's fill her in.
Like the archdemon?
She wants to bring back the 9.
The Zarel, when we first met her,
So the minute you say that name out loud, Fire, the entire council goes silent. The entire council, all the scribes, even the few that are setting platters down, one just crashes to the ground. The Bright Queen stands up and leans on her knuckles in towards you. Excuse me? What did you just say?
Well, she called herself Zarel.
Are you aware of who that is?
I've been told she's a gatekeeper of the gates of Avernus.
That would be very accurate, to say the least.
She's a gatekeeper, a girl bosser, and a gaslighter of Avernus.
She looks over her shoulder at the person that had whispered previously, and that person shakes her head. By the gods, a stable gateway to the very gates of Avernus themselves. This changes so much. Perhaps Hollyhead should be our target. Perhaps going there first and dealing with this creature is necessary. There's murmurs and concerns and people kind of squabbling on the fringe. Some arguing with each other, some kind of agreeing with the Bright Queen. This all has the typical kind of vibe.
I feel like a ping pong ball.
Yeah, well, it's just a bureaucratic nightmare, right? There's all of this influence and leadership, confusion, trying to figure out what all this information means. And there's always at least a group or two that look in your direction and then look away to talk amongst themselves. You're definitely kind of a focus of the conversation.
Hey, Fire.
Yeah.
Remember, tell him about Shulamon, because he's tied with her.
Oh, yeah.
And he might be the key to this whole thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure we have to go after Shulamon too, because
the personal aide of the Zehefe. Why would we be interested in him? He is currently now in charge of, as far as we can tell, he is now the Zehefe. He is in charge.
I'm pretty sure he's the one that made the pact with Zarel to bring Zarel back.
So you're saying this individual made the pact with Zarel But for what purpose? He had already had much power. He was
I
already
know, but
a
he
commander
wanted
within the
to,
forces of the Zehefe.
It's
He
More.
wanted to
It's
bring. He
It's
wanted to
about
bring his dead
revenge.
girlfriend back.
Instead-
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
He makes an agreement for love and passion.
Yeah.
Interesting. Emotions are not something to tread lightly on such occasions.
And yeah, that
You hear a voice kind of boom out from a knot of the crowd. It would seem, Your Highness, that these individuals know much about what we do not know. I find this curious. How does all of this information come to so few when so many require it?
I ask a lot of questions usually, and that's how I get answers.
Yes, I have spies that do more than you do, I can assure you. How do you come by this fucking information?
Mostly
Obviously,
a
your
lot
spies
of
must be
luck.
shit, because if we can find it out, then there's
Tobias!
something really wrong.
I don't think we meant to find any of it out.
I don't think we meant to find. We kind of
We-
stumbled on
we
a
sort
bunch of it.
accidentally found Terling.
How
Yeah.
does one accidentally find this gentleman, his long regaled robe behind him, his hands folded inside? He floats on about a foot of air towards the council. You
Oh, I
watch
think I
as a
Oh
know
bright
my god!
Oh my god, it's it. Yeah, sorry, go on.
you watch as the Bright Queen looks over to him, and the individual makes their way over to the edge. I will ask this only one more time. How do you come by this information? Accidents do not happen this way.
Well, some of it we were supposed to burn some boats, and then we found a dead guy in it who talked
we
to
gotta
us.
go back further. Remember, we
And
were supposed to go to
then-
that island and like drop off that stuff
And
on
then
the rock.
there was an island that
And
floated
there
and
was
it
like a
disappeared.
whirlpool under the boat.
And then there was a whirlpool. And
You watch as the Bright Queen
inside
kind of
that,
smiles and
there
holds
was
up her
this
hand.
little
Oh
like,
yeah, and wait, and I had
all
that
we were
map
trying
that
to
got
do-
planted in my coloring book.
All we were
Like
trying to
Schumann,
do
right? It
was
was
find this
Schumann?
little
Yeah,
girl,
Schumann
and
put
then
that in my
she,
coloring
like,
book.
wasn't
I'm
talking.
gonna look at- I'm gonna look
Talking,
at-
Drag
and it
finger.
was supposed to be
It's over with the
talking.
other finger.
please, I have a headache. Could you
Sorry.
Come on.
Exactly.
one at a time?
So do we.
My friend here, while I do not appreciate his eagerness, I do appreciate his accuracy. How do you and your friends? And her gaze moves away from you, from all of you, and kind of focuses in on Asborn. And then she stops her question and goes, My. I know I saw you before, but Miss Sinclair, why is your family involved? And more importantly, where's your brother? And why has the Sinclairs not chosen sides yet?
I wouldn't know myself. My uncle is moving us around currently. Right now, I'm following my uncle's commands to help this group, and my brother is out studying dragons with the help of other people currently at Whitehall.
She leans back,
I thought we were friends.
calls over a separate scribe, and you overhear her. Please send a messenger to the Sinclairs. I will know their minds in all of this, if you please. Thank you. So, you know what the creature is. You've clearly had interactions with the creature. You were known to be within the region of Darktoll. You also seem to have a great deal of information regarding the Shulaman and perhaps a pact that the Shulaman had made. The Zehefe Uladar is now dead. As far as we know, if that's truth or false, we don't know. He could also be in prison. We have just heard that he has died. All of your friends are either locked up or missing. And the only device that we have in our possession that could possibly aid us in any of these choices, we know very little about. Is this a good summary of our situation, do you believe?
I mean, it's your thing. You should know more about it than we do.
Bias.
It's
I mean-
okay, Fire of the Bright Cliffs. Knowing that you're the last of your kind makes it difficult to hold your tongue. So, we have all this evidence. We clearly have the will to do something. And then she looks and stares right at Thyson. Some of us have made our own agreements as well, I see. This, too, I find interesting. There's clearly more to all of you than you have told me. That is fine. I understand that whatever your needs, whatever your intent, these are your needs, your intent. But we have decisions before us. We have things that we must do. What are your thoughts? I will not hear from the council now. I will hear from these 6 first.
I'm looking at everybody else.
I mean, same.
What do you want me to say?
I mean, from everything we've heard, this is my guess, is that Hollyhead is Shulamon and Zarel, that those 3 things are tied together. More closely than Dark Toe.
So you think the
I would
purpose
agree.
of Dark Toe is distraction? Maybe to get rid of you? Because that was when you and your friends were absent, was it not?
Yeah, we went to the Astral Sea, got a pirate ship, and from the Gith Yankee, and got back to the material plane.
Dark Toe was the Hydra. I think the Dark Toe becoming that portal was an accident.
Yeah, I think there was a mistake or coincidence
I
even.
don't think it was.
But
nothing
all of
to
us
do
can
with-
agree, did Shulamon not obtain much power from
Oh yeah.
that result?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did. Hmm.
Well, but he didn't.
And destroyed the
make
pirates.
the rift until we outed him.
Ah,
So he could have planned to escape.
That was him trying to get away from us.
so if you had not been there, the rift would not have occurred.
I think it still.
If we weren't in a lot of places, a lot of things wouldn't have occurred.
That's
just what happens to us.
And like angry scowls cast in Tobias's direction.
But that's not so. The rift would have occurred somewhere. It just may not have been a Dark Toe. It could have been
Would
somewhere
it?
else. Or Shulman could have just used the opportunity of the Hydra to hide the plan.
She leans across the table at you. Madabrecht, your behavior, your friend's behavior at Dark Toe was the catalyst, was it not?
No, I think the Hydra going there was
the
the
Hydra.
catalyst.
Oh, I think-
Correct. I have some information on that. I understand the intent of capturing Scourge. Correct? That was the intent.
Right.
Explain to me precisely what happened that sent you and your friends to the Astral Sea. What was the cause of that?
Yeah, I feel like technically that was a plane shift spell that we were attempting that went awry.
Right.
It was,
Yeah, we tried
So,
to
had
escape.
you not
it was
been
his
there,
plane shift and my plane shift. But I think it was actually him taking that hammer to that plane your shift
Yeah,
spear
it was the ball.
that caused
That's what
the
I
rift.
thought it was.
Smashed the ball.
I think that he used that opportunity knowing that none of you could undo your obsession with his destruction. And I believe he understood that, and he used it to his advantage. He has been hounding and going after you for some time, has he not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Remember,
Well,
pieces on a game board are only pieces until they do something they do not intend to do, or they do something that the master intends them to do. Being a master or a denizen does not make one knowledgeable of the world. It merely puts you in control of the potential outcome. This is something I've been trying to teach Albin for some time, but unfortunately, he does not listen well sometimes. Hopefully, Mordecai, he will do a better job of listening to his wife.
If he's not dead.
This is true. He could be dead.
So So we're being manipulated like chess pieces on a board
I think
know
so.
by Shulamon. And
Over
everything
the
we've
pond.
done, he's already second guessed on what we're going to do. He already knows what we're going to do.
that Shulamon's been manipulating us since you got the map.
Well, yeah, I know, but now we have to do something completely different.
Something he can't predict.
So something
And
he
now
can't
for
predict.
something completely different.
So, like, open up a new rift. I
And
don't
maybe
know.
this
Like,
magic thing, maybe he wasn't expecting us to find that, or for Her Majesty to like send us down into the depths to deal with that creature.
Yeah, he probably did not expect us to come up here.
Yeah, so
what if we go to the Nine Hells and we just cut it off at the source? When it's
maybe
that
when we went to the
Terrible.
astral plane,
I
that
wanna go to
shifted
the Nine
everything.
Hells.
They don't know we're here. Well, they know we're here now because of the
my sending stone.
because of the stone and everything. But I don't know if he would have anticipated the Bright Queen giving us this mission and us succeeding. So maybe this is the time to flip it on him.
As Master Tobias has stated, flip it on him. So are we saying that all of our decision rests on the Arcane Seal and what it could potentially do?
I don't know if that's our soul.
I think it'll be the thing he least expects us to do, or if he even knows about it.
You watch as somebody comes running into the pavilion and around the table and whispers into the Bright Queen's ear. You notice that the other stately looking elf stops and looks. There's a nod from the Bright Queen. Coming in through the entrance is a very large Luxodon, a very familiar one. The War Keeper, the War Master, the leader of the War Council of the Luxodon. Bright Queen, I have come here to petition for my people. We grow daily, and know this, I plant our standard in front of your pavilion. We have cause. You have a sister, a brethren, a kin amongst you. Samara of the Ivory Heart, Samara of the Returner of the City, Samara of the family of the Ivory Heart. That is enough for us. We have heard word of the border closures. We know the decisions that must be made. You watch as the Luxodon looks over towards you, Samara, gives you his best nod and kind of head shoulder curtsy. We stand with our daughter. We will do what is necessary. We bring 1,000 Luxodon to bolster your forces. And he kind of nods. The Bright Queen gets up, goes around her seating area, picks up the Kryn banner, comes around, hands it to the War Master. The War Master takes it. The two exchange courtesies. He turns and leaves. And you just listen to the crowd, just kind of like a hushed ah kind of comes across the crowd. And the Bright Queen turns to look at Samara. Well, it would seem that all of you have been playing some interesting parts in this world lately. I think our answer has been partially made for us, is it not? And as at this point, the entire chamber gets a little bit chaotic. There is murmurs of, we don't dare. You can hear other elves, like other drow and other councilmen and women kind of arguing with each other. The queen holds up her hand. Well, I have but one final ask of you and your friends. It will not be easy, but somehow I suspect easy is not something that scares most of you.
Yeah, I haven't had it easy for a long time. Nothing new.
I've died like 3 times, man.
I don't even know who this guy is
I
anymore.
don't know if it's true death when you keep coming back as cool shit.
I didn't even remember who I was until like a week ago.
Hold on, let me find the entry that I need. I honestly didn't think you guys were going to kill that thing so fast, so I had forgotten to move over an entry into my notes for tonight's event. I thought for sure it was, gonna last.
205 damage hits kind of hard.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the army of the Bright Queen amassing on his border might throw him off the scent while we do what we need to do. Or even attacking the city.
I forgot where did I, maybe it is up here. I don't remember it being up here. Sorry, folks.
No problem. Notes are a bit sometimes.
Well, it's
I know,
not
I'm trying to
that.
go through mine.
I thought I had already moved it over, so it's a little annoying that I didn't. And I'm wondering if they didn't put it in the section I thought they put it in. Huh, that's interesting that it's not there. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, it should be under that section, and it is not.
Ha! I found my notes.
Oh, wait a minute. I think they put it here. That's why. Do this all the time. By the way, yes, it is Essek that you recognize.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, she's floating.
Yeah, as soon as you said floating, I was like, oh, well, what who that is?
What's the name of that thing we recovered?
The Arcane Seal?
Now, did we put that in the bag of holding, or Tobias, do you still have it in your pocket?
But I had it.
Yeah, I
Dyson
think
has it?
Dyson-
Okay.
Yeah, I think Dyson had it because he needed it to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what was it called again?
Yeah, that's fine. I just couldn't remember where we'd put it or who had it.
Right.
What's it called again? Arcane Seal?
Yeah.
The
But
poopy
Dyson
spit up.
fell unconscious, so retcon, we put it in his pocket or something.
All right, cool.
Put it in your butthole.
No, nothing's going
I
this
had
far.
to add to my. I just had to add something to my title.
What'd you
Of
add?
course you did.
Obtainer
No, I
of
was
the
right.
Arcane
It is
Seal.
this one. I don't know why I was.
Of
Never
course.
mind.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Sorry about that. You watch as she looks at all of you and she goes, "There's a fortress."
No.
That would be Fire's window.
That would be mine.
There is a place called the Dumerian.
Oh, wait, where's my notes? Dumerian?
I have been trying to convince them for some time to join our cause within the Zohasians. We are a loose confederation of agreeable influence. What I have here is all I can spare. I need more. Even, Sister Samara, your Luxodon, while adding a great deal of influence to our goals, unfortunately, I need more. The Dumerian, well, this is a hobgoblin fortress on the very northern edge of the Vermalak Wood. The numbers are strong. They're good military, good open field fighters. They also are in possession of land turtle bastions as well, great war machines that I think will aid us in our cause. The problem is, well, they still believe in a relationship with the creature that we have undone ourselves from for some time. And their leader, who goes by the name of Akron, a notoriously cruel and clever hobgoblin, is in possession of a mantle known as Loth's mantle. We believe it is how he holds his power. How it works, we do not know. But here's the interesting thing. He can be challenged in one-on-one combat. Now, I cannot be the sponsor of this challenge. So if you choose to do this, it would be upon your own accord. But the winner, the one who takes the seat of power within the Dumerian, holds the power. It is a population of some 10,000 souls, a standing army of 2,000, and their great land turtle bastions would be under our influence. This is one possibility I think that can help. Another possibility is we track down all of the head of the Zohasian wild tribe and get them to agree to a council meeting, expose them to this story, and perhaps gives them an opportunity to join our cause. But they are quite wild, barbaric, very difficult, dangerous people to try to track down. This may take too long. This may take too much time. I don't know.
We can always split up.
We don't know enough about what is going on in Nicodranus, and I feel like this is something that is making us not make good choices. You hear Asik kind of float to the other side. Maybe perhaps that is because the best choice is no choice at all. Close our borders, defend ourselves, wait it out, see what happens. It would not be unusual for us to benefit in such ways. We live for centuries. Their generations could never keep up with us. I know, Asik, I understand your point, but I don't believe this is a storm that we can weather. There is something else at play here, and I sense a great danger. I just don't see it yet, and that concerns me. Asik kind of bows towards the Bright Queen, floats backwards slightly. So, go to Docto, deal with that. Go to Hollyhead, deal with the corruption that is rising there. Go to Nicodranus, go right at the head of the snake and deal with Shulaman. Go to the Dumerian fortress, gain power if it's applicable. Or wander the wastes and gather up all the great tribes. These are some choices that we must consider. All of them dangerous, all of them potentially immediately leading to our failure. And if that is the case, our brother Essex is correct. We will close our portals, shut the great gates, man the forts, and bide our time. We have weathered many things since the calamity. To weather it again, we can do.
Well, okay. So I think like Hollyhead, the gentleman, said he's losing people, his spies that go in there and they don't come back out. So I think they expect us to go there. They expect us to go to Dark Toe.
These are good points.
I think you closing your borders, I would say, is a bad idea, because anything we do, I think we need to give him something else to look at, something else to be concerned with, to take his eye off of us long enough to be able to do something that he does not expect. And we haven't talked about what this arcane thing actually even does. What does it do? How can it help us? Because maybe if we know what it does, we could make a decision based on how it could help us. I don't know.
Out of character, where is the Cobalt Soul? Is that Nicodranus?
The Cobalt Soul is based in Nicodranus, but it has many headquarters and locations all throughout Wildmont, wherever they're...
And their vault was in
Their-
Nicodranus?
Their vault was in Nicodranus as well.
And that's what Shulamon is trying to attack? Is he trying? He's trying to attack Nicodranus. Okay.
He's already in possession of Nicodranus.
He has Nicodranus.
Because the Hefe is dead.
That's
Assassinated.
I get Nicodranus and Port Zune mixed up.
So he might have all of the Lathander's items.
Yes.
I don't understand. You watch as Essek floats back to the edge of the table and goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Okay, all right, wait. Okay, let me start at the beginning.
I mean the false god Lathander.
When I was 4,
I'm aware of what they have in their vault.
Before they
How
dive into that,
the fuck do you know about the Shadow God?
Well, we found all
And
this stuff.
Essek looks right at Asborn.
is there a
It
door
wasn't
that I could easily
Asborn's
slip out?
fault. It was Shulamon gave Tobias a map that led to a vault that had the things, and then we were just treasure hunting, and we kind of found the things, and then they tried
Shields
to
and
take
the
us over,
sword
and
and
then
the
we,
armor.
gave them to the Cobalt Soul.
There is only the pavilion entrance about 100 feet behind you, Mara.
So nowhere that I could get some privacy.
Are you alive, honey?
I know what's going on with them. I can get an answer if I could have 5 minutes of privacy.
This sending stone is no longer in service.
Oh,
I mean, that's what happened to him for 4 months. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
fair,
true.
right?
Yeah. We
So yeah, we were kind of, I think, manipulated into going in there for treasure and actually bringing that stuff out.
yeah.
Where
And then
Scourge
we
came from.
gave it to the Cobalt Sol for safekeeping in their vaults and get it away from us to get the heat off of us. So
Because
now
Sterling was trying to get it.
probably busted his way in there and taken it all.
Which is
As far
really
as I
bad,
know,
because
he
I got
probably-
possessed by Lathander's sword, and it didn't go well.
You notice as Essek is hearing all this, Essek looks at the Bright Queen and then kind of surveys. That crazy bastard wants to bring back the Council of Nine. That is the
Oh,
only
yeah,
reason why he wants that fucking
Yeah, because
armor.
when we first found Zarel, she was like a little halfling, and she had this 9 eyes on her back.
They were like
And-
peacock tattoos. They
Yeah.
look like peacock eyes.
Did she have the tattoos when we first found her?
Mhm.
No, she had. I don't think she. No, they
No,
came.
she didn't
I
get them.
think
We delivered
no.
her back to the village, right?
Mm,
Strongheart
No, I
Village is
think
when
she
she
had that
began
before.
to transform.
okay.
Yeah, with the
And that's when she became silent again.
yeah.
Hmm. So maybe that's the key to this, is he wanted to get that. He wants to bring him back because isn't his ex-girlfriend part of the 9 that they killed, that they sacrificed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's my dead sister-in-law.
Yeah. So
That
Shulamon-
pact was made in complete secrecy.
Nothing.
In
yeah,
order
and how'd
for
that work out?
Well,
You should know
it
that nothing
clearly
is
means that there are
secret.
people who wag tongues who should not.
Well,
Yeah,
we found
like the
Bartholomew, and
Gwendolyn
he
told
didn't
me.
have a tongue.
She
Yeah,
she
both.
showed up at my wedding, all like dead and stuff.
Yeah.
You people like to make pacts and keep secrets,
Well-
but then when it all goes down to hell and only a few, like maybe 5 people know about it, now the whole world's dying.
Zarel
Our
knows
Bartholomew.
everything about it, obviously.
So that narrows down our goals considerably, does it not, Essek? It narrows everything down, my highness. And he kind of drifts back amongst the crowd. Well, is it Holyhead or Nicodranus? Open war or secrets kept?
I think.
Always secrets. It's always secrets.
Secrets.
Well, I
So-
think that I don't know. I think that someone needs to attack the city as a
Distraction.
distraction.
A
From the
small
secrets?
cadre of
You're talking about
heavily
Nicodranus.
heavily militant-looking Zorhashians kind of nod in agreement towards the Bright Queen.
Why we do the things we need to do.
Right,
But
so you're talking about someone needs to attack Nicodranus as a distraction?
Yes.
For
Could we make
Holyhead?
sure that they break our friends out of jail
We-
if they do that?
We need Shulaman to look
If they're not
to
dead
his
already.
own well-being and stop looking at us and worrying about what we're doing, and maybe we can sneak in and do what we need to do, whatever
I don't know
that
if
happens
he's
to
so
be.
worried about what we're doing anymore.
Oh, I think he is. I think he knows exactly where we're at and what we're doing because of Malar.
Maybe. But
you
that
watch
was
as Essek
down
floats right up to the Malar.
Oh,
the god
yeah.
of lycanthrope?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the god of lycanthropy. When we brought back the Ivory Heart village, town, what's it
City.
City.
called?
Ivory Heart City.
Sorry. When we brought back
Yeah.
the Ivory Heart City,
They were trying to bring him back
trying
and-
to bring back Malar with the statue,
By
and
sacrificing
we
the
kind of stopped them
statue,
from
and we
doing
took
that.
it from him. And then
He watches
Malar couldn't
Essek
make it.
just simply floats up and down the edge of the table, looks at the Bright Queen. Your Highness, these people are insane. They're insane. Who's in their right mind would take such journeys with such a minor understanding of what? Do any of you
Well,
have any
Honestly,
kind of humor
we were only supposed to
whatsoever?
bring back. We were only supposed to bring back a rock. It was supposed to be just like
I
Samara's
am not
families,
talking
like-
about. Why do you keep worrying about just one of your situations?
Because it's
I
in
am
front of
talking
us.
about your whole journey.
Yeah, we've got into a lot of things.
You
Things
stumble
happen.
through this world like you're the only ones that exist.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm gonna smugly look at him and say, "Am I not?"
Don't listen to him. He's kind of an a-hole. But yeah, things get thrown in front of us and we have to deal with it. Just like if something was thrown in front of you, you got to deal with it. And we've dealt with it the best we can. And that has taken us to here, obviously. And I don't think a whole lot of people, and I look around, get an audience with the Bright Queen and her
Essek
whole
just
army.
looks right at Tobias and goes, "So, what you're telling me is the fate of the entire world rests upon your coloring book."
Well, it started out.
It seems like it. I mean, that's how it started. Because that's Shulaman put that in my book.
Essek looks over at the Bright Queen. The Bright Queen just kind of hides a smile with the back of her hand, looking
I
at
kid out my
Essek.
coloring book, and I go, "Don't do the word search, but you can look at it." I'm serious.
So
You
if
actually
we-
don't have it. You left it with
Yeah,
the
we
Cobalt
don't.
Soul
We
for
left it with
study.
the Cobalt Soul.
Oh no, I thought I just left the map.
No, you left the whole thing because they wanted to be able to
man.
scry on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if
Darn it.
we hadn't have taken the things as we, came across them, we wouldn't have gotten the Arcane Seal for you guys because we would have just said nope, not a
That
problem.
is
and
like
walked
saying,
away.
had we not burnt 3/4 of the world, we would not have gotten this arcane seal. Do you
We
even
didn't-
hear yourself speak?
No, I was only talking about when we came
Well-
here. I mean, not what happened before.
Well, it was like, life or death stuff, and I'm going to live if I can. So we just
So
lived through
frankly,
this
you
whole
just gotta
thing.
stand straight up. Enough. Essex, please.
Sorry.
Everybody, please, enough.
Sorry.
Commanders, move the forces to the Ashkeep in the morning. The Luxodons will travel with us. She looks over. Send out emissaries to all the tribes. Let's at least try with the Dumarians. Send what we can. Explain our concerns. See what we can gain. We will march on Nicodranus with whatever force we have in 2 weeks' time. I will send out emissaries to the Dwendals to find out their state of concern. And perhaps, God's willing, we could set aside our hate for that god-awful family and make our way together and finally stamp out whatever this is.
So just to clarify,
Hobgoblins sound really good.
just to clarify, you'll be attacking the town while we go to Hollyhead?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They think cities are towns. I am so confused.
You'll be attacking Nicodranus while we are going to Hollyhead, just to clarify.
That is the plan. Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
We will do our
Thank
best
you.
to coordinate it with your timeline as much as we can. I don't know how you will seek travel. I can get you back to the Ivy Heart as soon as you are ready to travel. That is not a big deal. We have a teleportation circle available.
We never said what this thing does. What's this magic thing do?
We will get to that in a moment. I want to make sure that we all understand our purpose before we set our minds to this device. Because no matter what this device does, we must understand the focus of our purpose.
Porpoise.
Didn't they say like Shulamon is like the thing that holds Zarel here on the material plane? Like he's tied to the
Bound.
portal.
Bound to him. Yeah.
If
So-
they have a
Not the-
conditional pact of agreement, he is the anchor,
He's
and
the
that
anchor,
is why Zarel is able to operate on the material plane.
So if we kill
Destroy
him,
him, destroy that anchor, yes,
And then we can banish Zarel?
possibly.
Or does it automatically make her go away?
I do not know. We have not dealt with such high situations for a very long time. But I would imagine the opportunity to rid the avatar known as Zarel will come. Gods do not truly ever cross over. I suspect this one is trying.
Supreme Commander of the Hobgoblin Army.
Oh my god, no, Tobias.
No, Tobias,
Why?
no.
No,
What are you talking about? No,
no.
I can beat him.
Tobias, would you like to travel with our emissaries to the Dumarian? Is that what you are speaking of?
No.
Well, the hobgoblins, because if I beat that guy, then the army follows me, right?
We could certainly escort you, and you could participate in our discussions. If the opportunity arises you for set the challenge, absolutely.
Tobias.
I mean, that would be a really cool thing to add to your title.
No,
Yeah.
don't encourage him.
Mark's like,
Really cool.
And plus, like, there's like, are these turtles have like fortresses on top of them?
they are quite massive land turtles with bastions on their shells that war can be prosecuted from. Yes, they are quite large.
I mean, can you imagine that behind my floating ship? Come on.
Excuse me? Essex is like now floating ship.
Oh,
Well,
That's
I mean,
is too far away to participate.
Really,
in this.
anyways.
no. Well, okay, so we were in the Astral Sea and we stole a ship from the Githyanki and we brought it back and
Oh, by the gods, that is.
but
You got to be. The
It's
Bright
fine
Queen
now.
is
It's fine
just
now.
like.
It doesn't have any magic in it left.
it doesn't
So
have
we
any
can't touch
magic in it left.
but
the wild mother.
the Loxodons are making it float for me. So as soon as I get that, we can get around places pretty quick. And I could lead the hobgoblin army with it. It would be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
And what if I were to tell you I have a Kraken egg in my chest?
No, you don't anymore. No,
I
don't-
do.
I don't
It's just,
think you
it's
do
just,
anymore.
it's just like it's dead or something.
So
Oh, I thought it.
I mean,
thought that-
technically, Thyson is now the result of the exposure of the egg,
yeah, the egg
and he's been
hatched into
gifted.
you.
He technically is the result of the world founder.
You hatched from a Kraken egg?
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Are you
awesome.
a Kraken?
maybe you send out the emissaries to kind of stall. We go get the barbarians. We go get the hobgoblins. Attack Nicodranus. We go over, attack Hollyhead. Try to kill Shulamon. And then someday you'll
most
tell
of
me
the-
what this magic thing does.
Most of the militant cadre of her council is shaking their head and agreeing with everything that Tobias is saying.
What do we need
Because
to get
wouldn't that
the?
just be awesome?
So we need to get the hobgoblins and the barbarians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be better if we had all of them. We need
Maybe, I mean,
because Shulamon's got like 20,000 soldiers.
Sam's kind of barbaric. Maybe she could talk to the tribes. I could go with them over to the hobgoblins. Maybe Dyson can go with me because,
Yeah, Sam, you're green, they're green. I mean,
Are we
Hobgoblins are
racist?
not green; they're orange and black, or orange
Red.
and purple, or orange and red.
No,
and
I'm
black
talking
and
about her
red.
going to the Zerhassian wild tribes.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
but they're
wild.
probably more dangerous than the Dumerians. But
Yeah, but Sam's got her spells. Sam's a little wild herself.
I don't know.
Wanna-
Goblins were orange
You
and black.
guys
Sorry.
want to split the party?
I do not want to
Absolutely.
split the party.
I
Just
absolutely
just
do.
for the just
Come
for
on.
the just for this
Just
part,
for a little bit.
just for a little bit, so
Not
we can
even
get
that
things done.
bad. Okay? We split it. Me and
Three of
Tobias.
us can go one way. Three of us
No.
can go the other.
No, let's do 2 and 4.
2 and
me,
4.
Me
Oh.
and you go to the hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Everyone else go to the wild guys.
I don't want to go without Tobias.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
But Tobias.
I'm with him. He'll be fine.
But I don't want to go without Tobias.
Unfortunate.
So we can do that. We can bring a sizable army that he would never expect. He would never expect us to unite the tribes and
I
have
don't know how you
10,000
expect me-
hobgoblins. I mean, come on. I want to see a turtle with a
here's the thing.
freaking fortress on top of it, smashing through
okay.
Nicodranus, man. I want to be on
I'm
that
all for
thing.
that. Tobias, I'm all
Oh.
for that. My issue is, how do you expect me to convince the other people? I'm not very convincing.
Well, you're going
Yeah.
with like a full.
You got magics and stuff. You can
ambassadors.
make them, you're like a.
You're going
Yeah,
with
but
night
out of
elf
character,
ambassadors
out
and
of
other
character,
shit.
Jason's gonna make her roll her charisma,
Which I
and
don't
it's
have.
like a negative.
Don't worry, you have me with you.
I don't make.
Oh,
any
yeah. Bring Asborn.
You don't.
Okay.
She
You guys
can.
That
got
feels
yourself
better.
into this mess perfectly fine on your own.
Yeah, that sounds great. So you go together, and then, Asborn
if
can
we got
help you
Asborn,
out
I
with
think
your
that makes more
rolls.
sense. Yeah, that makes more
And
sense.
I will help you cheat to win against the hobgoblin.
Yeah, and you can help me cheat against the Hobgoblin to win.
So win-win-win situation.
And then I will be Supreme Commander. I have to make a good one up.
Or we can all go to the Demarians,
Also-
and then the Bright Queen can send emissaries to the barbarians.
But that's leaving things up to chance with them.
No,
You know,
I
trust
think
you
we need to
guys.
help.
Yeah.
I like this idea. Sounds
And also,
fun.
it expedites things.
All right, I'm down if
Yeah.
everyone else is game.
And then if we have to, some of us have to go to the Hobgoblins because they can't issue a challenge to them, but we could.
No way, they
can't
can.
challenge to them.
So.
They can, but like.
And then I don't think the wild tribes would really take. I mean, look at this guy. I mean,
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Well, yeah,
the
which
guy that
this
floats
guy?
around. I'm pointing to him. I mean, look at this guy. Would a tribesman really listen to this guy? I mean, he kind of he's
Why wouldn't he?
You are toxic.
he talks down to people. So.
Tobias, give me a charisma save.
Oh god. No, don't do that.
Oh god.
Stop dying, idiot.
Don't die. Don't die, Tobias.
I'm not gonna die. What is it? Where's my charisma?
Yeah. Let's piss off the elven wizard.
I got an 11, so no problem.
You guys watch as Essek just turns his hand, and there's now a little tiny cricket where Tobias is sitting, and it's still chirping. It's
and I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna put him in my hand and cover him up.
okay.
Yep.
He's our idiot. You don't have to do that to him. He's our idiot.
If you deal him damage, won't he turn back into a mouse?
He will.
Just watch
Oh my god.
You just
Correct.
smashes me,
As long as
and I'm
it's not-
dead.
Wait, as long as it's not true polymorph.
I only had 1 hit point, so I'm dead.
You watch as Mara comes over and smashes your hands together, and Tobias is now in your lap.
Okay, Tobias, and I'm
And I'm like this,
on my lap.
rubbing my legs together. Like, oh,
I'm just petting him. It's okay.
really
Tobias.
good.
It's okay.
All right,
Well,
all right.
We have much to think
Sorry.
about. Essek, please calm yourself. Enough with the shenanigans.
Essek.
Yes, okay.
I can't help but notice whenever I speak to all of you, I don't know who to speak to, but that's okay. Perhaps this is something you should figure out at some point. Anyways,
Leader.
let us meet this evening for our final decision, and we will discuss the nature of the Arcane Seal. For now, I could see that Mara is very antsy and would like to reach out to her husband. I appreciate her patience. Perhaps, Samara, you can see and check in on the condition of your Loxodons
Absolutely.
and help us understand their needs and their
My ship.
intent. So, this council will take a break. We will reconvene in the evening for the dinner's the evening's meal and the final discussion of the Arcane Seal. And you watch as she gets up first, and everybody else gets up, and it's just now constant chaos of conversation going on around you. You guys watch quickly as Mara just makes a beeline for the pavilion entrance and is gone. Mara, as you step outside, there's a shadow, a long, elongated shadow. You kind of look up and you're like, God damn, there's a massive floating Githyanki ship above you.
Yes, the crimson mouse too.
They
Got
are
it.
using an air system dirigible to accomplish this task. There are great propeller systems on either side of it that are using some kind of magical infusion of arcane energy to keep these props kind of moving about. There's these great tethers down to these rock stanchions at the very fringe of the outside of the encampment. Trying your best to find a place, you move and course and run through these crowds till you get to the edge of the encampments, but all to your right and left, you can see the Luxodon encampment beginning to establish itself. Finally, you find an area where no one seems to be paying attention, and you have your privacy.
I pull out my setting stone.
Okay. You invoke it. A few seconds. A minute. 2 minutes.
Great.
On the third minute, you hear a tapping. A tapping noise.
Okay.
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Intelligence. I'm not very smart. Oh, got a natural 19, 21.
It's the cant that the family Brecht uses to communicate with each other in silence.
Okay.
And you begin to transcribe it in your mind. We have the Zehefe. He is alive.
Yay.
We are in hiding. Nicodranus is not safe. Port Zun is not safe. avoid Hollyhead at all costs.
Yep.
Be wary of the Dwindles and the Bright Queen. I will attempt to communicate when it is safe. And then the tapping falls silent. And that's where we're going to finish tonight, folks. And we'll pick up from there next week. Me and Callista have sick puppies to load up and get them home and treated. So we're going to get things done and wrapped up a little bit early tonight. But I wanted to thank everybody for coming out. Weave the Tail rated us again. I wish I was on when they're on so that I can raid them. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to do that when I'm doing my world building sessions. But thank you everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Really do appreciate it. We will be back next week, this time Tuesday, to pick up where we left off. For those of you out there, come join the Discord, learn more about us. Go to our YouTubes to see past episodes. If you want to go all the way back to the beginning, you can go to our podcasts, and Session 0, Episode 1 is actually still there for you guys to go and listen to where all this shenanigans and stuff started a year and a half ago. It's been a lot of fun, and I mean, this is a pretty immersive campaign. So this is nutso. So
I know I had to finally go back to my notes and like figure out what exactly we were supposed to potentially be telling her, and I'm like,
I know, right? It's crazy. So with that, we are deep in the Zorhashian territory. We are just finding out some unique tidbits of information. But with that, our whole schedule is down below. Join our Discord, win some monthly giveaways that we will be doing at the end of the month. We have live games in the studio on Sunday coming this weekend. We will be back here tomorrow night, 7 to 10, for The Descendants, our 1920s alt history, where we're about to learn a whole lot of information regarding Enigma's character, Calamex, and some background history on them. So that will be pretty cool as well. So thanks everybody for coming out. As I always say, please stay safe, be kind, play a game. It's important. You'll enjoy it. I promise. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
good night.
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 Y'all come back, you hear?
Oh my goodness.
Callista,
Yep.
you said Baby Yoda.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, baby.
So it's ready. You just have to send me your info, and I'll mail that one and the other little blue cap.
it's adorable. I'll send it on Discord.
I want one. I want to be baby.
You have a
Yoda.
baby?
No, I want
Do
to
you
be
have a
baby
baby?
Yoda.
He said,
I want
to
a baby
be
Yoda
baby
hat. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. That's cool. Now you just need a floating